Welcome to the Thunderdome!
Alright, welcome everybody to another episode of the Kick Punch Stomp-Cast, where we talk about wrestling stuff.
Late October. I think we should start dating these things.
October. They like when you post it on, it says the date.
We're recording this on October 25th. It'll be out, by the end of the week, probably the 27th.
Oh yeah, I guess we could do that.
Yeah.
It's record every Wednesday, release every Friday.
Yeah.
Try to.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but yeah,
we'll call it the late October.
I gotta put this away. I'm just gonna play with that real fast.
It's business, man. It's good business with your hands.
So
post TLC.
Yes.
Post TLC show.
Yeah. So we
post mumps
recently.
Maybe
post mumps.
Actually, we're still in the middle.
Or possibly not true, and just said so that they could get out of those terrible gimmicks.
There is no
of
mumps?
Sister Abigail.
I would have.
Come on.
I did tweet that.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I just brought it up. I stole it from you.
And I definitely half believed it.
Yeah.
And not at all about Roman Reigns, because there's no way they'd muck up the Shield.
I could see them just doing that just in terms of like, I don't know, they just thought like.
I could see him doing it to get an Abigail for sure.
Because people are still booing Roman
God,
anyways.
it's dumb. No, like the Shield reunion's the only way you're going to get people to not boo Roman, period. That's like the whole reason it happened.
Yeah, but they're still booing him.
Yeah, but I feel like if like the music hits and they come down on the SWAT gear and shit, it's like, I don't know. It's your best chance. You know,
but people still kind of like start to boo. If like, luckily they put that whole like echo thing, or else if it just hit the music, people would boo and then be like, "Oh wait, no, there's other guys here." I will say though, Kurt Angle in the riot gear with the gloves looked so dumb.
That was so adorable.
I
just wanted to
squeeze
him.
Bald. He looked like
I
saw this on Twitter too. It was like when Kurt Angle was standing behind him like this. It was like proud dad.
Yeah,
like
when your dad's more excited about trick or treating than you.
Proud Shield dad.
That's so funny.
I don't know, man. I dug it. I thought he looked pretty cool.
I thought he looked dumb. I'm not gonna lie.
I was hoping,
it looked weird. It looked a little weird.
I was a little ticked that,
I
was a little ticked that we weren't getting like singlet Kurt Angle, like American Hero singlet Kurt Angle.
So this is what I thought was gonna happen whenever he got hurt and then he went to the back.
Exactly.
I was like, oh, his music's gonna hit and then he's gonna come out in the singlet and he's gonna go like wrestling mode.
Exactly. I thought that's exactly what was gonna happen. Like but he was wearing it under his shit.
Yeah, and then they took long enough. He could have just changed. Period.
You don't know, but
it'll
take him a while. All right.
It was pretty clear by like his involvement that he had actually just been cleared 2 days before that.
Oh yeah.
You know, and like the whole match was structured around him avoiding most of it and any kind of contact and spots, and he was gassed like 3 minutes in. It seemed like he was gassed when he was jumping over the barricade.
Yeah, he was fucking amazing.
He was all like, big jump. He was so hype, right? Like you get all hype and it drains you, and I think like. You know, he hadn't like obviously wrestled in the interim, but not like that, man. Like
no, that's
a pay-per-view, a main
get hit by
event,
chair once too. That's gonna take the air out of you.
It felt like they like cleared him, but they kind of didn't because they tried to keep him out for the match for so long, and every bump he took was like, "You're trying to kill yourself."
Yeah.
Like the one on the outside with his fucking head.
Yeah,
I'm like you're gonna die.
Yeah,
it was basically like Lesnar when they cleared him to fight in the UFC, so he didn't have to take like no PED tests. Oh my god! But then he found out that. You're still doing them?
He teased a heart attack spot when they pulled him out. It was like, oh, this is bad for Kurt. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I didn't even think of that. I saw him
they teased a heart attack spot.
That's true. They did. That's true.
I didn't think it was I didn't even put that together. I just saw him fall to a knee. And I'm like,
I thought Braun protected the shit out of him on that table spot. Though I thought that was awesome. Like,
you saw him like cradle him.
He like cradled him like a baby, putting a baby through a table. Like, but I don't know, man. For what it was, like, I think his involvement came off pretty well. Like,
it did look kind of weird though. Whenever like Seth and Dean were doing all that stuff, and he was just standing there with the chair. And it's just like, what do I do? Do I gotta hit somebody?
He was pretty clearly rusty. You
know,
like,
doing like the pinball.
There were a few clunky spots. Like he just kind of didn't know what to do, and it wasn't smooth. But like, you know, for a dude for being in his shape and his condition and stuff, I had no problem with it.
Well, it looked like right at the beginning, Dean forgot who he was supposed to like not hit hard because like he hit Braun with the chair. Did you see that when he like came with the Braun? He
was so weak. He like tapped him on the back with it.
Like, no, do that to Kurt.
Yeah, you can murder Braun.
Yeah, Braun can
go ahead and murder.
Well, I found that shit funny too. It's like they're hitting Braun with chairs and like he's getting hurt, but then Kane like wallops him in the back, and it just doesn't matter. And he's like,
Kane tried to murder several people in that match with
Yeah.
like the Japanese when he chokeslammed them both, and neither of the tables broke, and they
Oh man, Dean
That-
took that so bad.
Dean's table luck was terrible. Like holy shit! Like
It was
that was
so funny,
that was
though.
2 tables, right? Because like
Yeah.
they tried to put him through that
The
one in the
Sheamus and
ring.
Cesaro.
the Razor's
Fuck
Edge,
that
and then
one.
fucking
Yeah.
Braun just threw him through like
That
fuck that table.
it was kind of bad
was
though,
amazing.
honestly. Like it
Oh,
was
they
like a
screwed
slow
that part.
motion thing.
Yeah.
Like Cesaro and Sheamus been a little iffy lately,
They've
man.
been
Like,
very iffy lately.
like they had that tag match with Ambrose and Rollins
Yeah.
like a couple weeks ago, and it was like really clunky. Like
Yeah.
for the guys and how many times they've worked together, like they've been on live events too, like
Yeah.
touring. Like I don't know what's up, man.
Something, yeah.
Like, but like that whole match was really, honestly, really clunky. Like Miz took a nap for about 10 minutes right at the start of it. I forgot he was there.
Yes.
Like
Did like nothing forever, and then he came in, and you're like, what? Why do we need the Miz?
like they moved back in the ring. Like I think it was after the double table spot where they both jumped off, then went through the tables.
Yeah.
And they moved back in the ring, and Miz popped up. I was like, holy shit, Miz
Oh,
is
yeah.
in this match. Like I forgot he was
Yeah.
even there.
Oh,
man.
he's the IC champion. Oh
Like,
yeah.
holy shit. Like everybody was just taking naps all over the place. Cesaro and Sheamus too at one point, like they were gone for like 10 minutes, man. Like they were just not there. Like
Yeah.
I think it was when they were doing the garbage truck silliness.
Oh
And
yeah.
They went over and did the Braun Kane thing on the other side of the
I
stage.
kept forgetting people
Cesaro
were
and
matched.
Sheamus were like dead. They were dead for like 10
It
minutes,
was
man.
weird, man. Like fucking. I remember the part like fucking. I gotta get like fucking notes. Jumble through.
Well, just say that. We'll just say
Technology.
straight up, like, yeah, I guess we'll just jump right into the main event, which
Well,
was
there
like
was nothing really else that happened.
nothing. Like, I mean, well, other than the Finn AJ match, I found like these I find
great.
basically lately every pay per view you watch, you look at the card and you're like, okay, these matches, whatever, they're all bland, but they're all okay matches.
Yeah.
like 3-star basic matches.
Yeah.
There's nothing really memorable happening.
That's the problem.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time.
It's,
But that's what it is. Like,
if
all
there's
these
a
matches are gonna be
theme
good
to like
matches.
our complaints is that
Yeah.
generally nothing's memorable.
Yeah, it's just
You know?
other than the most memorable thing with Jason Jordan and
That was
Yeah.
the dumbest thing I think
Yeah.
I've seen in a very long time.
I loved it so much until Jason Jordan ruined it
Yep.
by throwing fruit. Because
It made no
Elias
sense. Made no sense.
he's killing it. Oh
No,
my
I
god!
can't.
And then they were like, "Wow, that segment went well. Let's do the exact same thing.
3 more times.
Like,
I'm
let's do the
fucked.
exact same thing. Fucking
Yeah.
45 minutes later, and then let's do the exact same thing half an hour
Clearly
later."
when you're
It was
running
like an
low on
episode of
time.
Raw. It was like an episode of Raw that was running short on.
Well, that's why all the
ideas.
pay-per-views are just Raws now, man. Just with like longer matches.
It was really bad. Like I really hate Jason Jordan at this point, and like I wish I didn't because he seems like a nice kid. But like fuck me, I just can't get behind that at all. It's so dumb. And they even took his straps away, man. That was like his biggest spot.
Yeah,
It was
it
like
was
he
sick.
ripped the
He took his
straps
straps
down.
off.
He doesn't even have that.
You know
anymore.
why? You know why?
Like why?
Because Kurt's coming back and that's his thing.
But he already stole it from him, right?
And he's still
Yeah.
doing like everything he does is a fucking like amateur takedown. He's doing
Yeah.
this shit, and I'm like, it's a fucking wrestling match, buddy. You're not wrestling for the NCAA championship. All right?
Just turn him heel. and
Do a
get over
moonsault.
it.
Do something.
I'm getting this like die Rocky die feeling off him right now. You know,
Yeah.
that like it's like Rocky Maivia, man, and they're like so behind him as this like
Except that's what
polished,
Roman
clean
is.
baby face. But like no, like Jason Jordan is that he's like all clean and polished and friendly and he
Yeah,
smiles and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And like I fucking hate him. Like I just hate him. And
He's kind of a douche. Like Elias just wanted to know if he could sing a song, and Jordan's like,
Throwing fruit.
Yeah, Elias, get out of here. I'm talking to my dad. It's like, it's not your dad.
you should just let him play his shitty music, man. Everybody can play their shitty music. Jason Jordan, go ahead.
Yeah, what do you got against him just playing a
We
song?
let you wrestle your fucking awful matches every week. Let this man
Except
have
he's
his
not
fun.
terrible in the ring. That's the thing.
Elias
actually
should
go
come
in
out
the
and
ring.
throw fruit at him when he wrestles, if you ask me.
That would be brilliant. Yes.
Why do you have a shopping cart?
Oh, I don't
Why do
know.
you have a full shopping cart of fruit? Did he like go raid craft services and
Well,
like roll it the fuck out there?
No, but he clearly stole that from somewhere.
But
There's
like,
not just shopping carts
why
in
didn't he
the
just come out
arena.
with like a plate of fucking something? Like it made no
That would've
sense
made
why he
more
had
sense.
a
Plate of
whole
cold cuts?
grocery cart. He had like went through so much
Well,
prep to do this spot. Like
'cause
he
they
went
don't-
grocery shopping and stole the cart and stole the cart
Between
and
the
rolled it back
pre-show
to
and
the
that
stadium,
segment.
You know?
Well, they don't have craft service. They're cutting down, right? They cut down on pyro and all that stuff. So they cut down on craft services. So like, they're like, Jordan, don't even think about stealing that food, man.
And he stole it all and threw it.
So I could steal their grocery order for the week.
Need to feed my family.
No, Jason Jordan was dumb.
But yeah, we'll just go. We'll start to because we were talking about the main event.
We're on TLC.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But we'll just keep talking about the main event then.
It was, I liked it. I had
I hated
fun
it.
with it.
Yeah.
Like I
It
think
was
that
just chair shots, man. That's all it was.
I think people took it too friggin' seriously. It was obviously a shit show train wreck, and you kind of just needed to like have fun with it. You know?
Yeah, but I think, okay, so I was thinking about that too. Like, I don't be too hard on it, but I think it's because we've had so many of these gimmick matches and so many spots that what new spot are they going to do? So when you just get a match where it's just guys hitting other guys with a chair,
Yeah.
it's like I just got bored. it was so slow, and it was like, oh, we're just gonna watch 5 guys just like do stuff to like could have pinned them at any time.
It was so imbalanced. Like it was imbalanced anyway. Like 5-on-3 is weird and whack and like.
And why didn't Kurt just add more people? I thought he was gonna add like Jason Jordan or something to that match, just in terms of the fact that the Shield wasn't
come
there.
out.
Why 5 on? That made no sense.
Because it was for the Shield, yeah.
I guess, but like
It
Kane.
made no sense anyway.
But the thing is, like, the whole thing was they did 5-on-3 because the Shield said they could beat anybody. But once Roman Reigns was gone and Kurt came in the match, why wasn't Kurt like, okay, you guys don't have the Shield anymore. You're only 2/3 of it. Let's get new people in here. Let's make it reasonable.
Even then, like, I feel like that was Jason Jordan's spot if he was going to do anything important ever, was to like run out and try to save his fucking dad. You know, like from two like legit monsters.
Yeah.
You know, and like one of the best tag teams and tough dudes around, and also the Miz.
Yeah.
You know, like.
I would say like. I thought Seth kind of sucked in the match. He felt like he was just phoning it in the entire time.
I thought he hurt his knee at the start there on that table spot.
Oh,
that's what I thought.
Frog
Maybe,
splash
like,
off that.
I think he kind of.
bad,
I think he might have fucked up his knee a little bit, and then he was like covering it.
It's very
you
possible.
know, or like he was worried the rest of the match because he didn't do anything. Like he was.
That's what I thought, because like Seth usually fucking goes all out. He's diving all over the place.
It's also they might have maybe they told him to tone it down just so that Kurt didn't get any ideas to do. Because Kurt saw him doing that, Kurt might have been like, oh, you guys
I
think
could do a
you're cool?
moonsault. I could do a moonsault, exactly.
Hey, young kids, we can do
Ooh,
this.
you only went to like the second top spot on the ladder. I'm gonna
Bring
go
the
to
cage
top.
out.
Yeah, he just like lowers the cage. It's like, I'm the GM. Do it.
But like it was already 5-on-3, which was unbalanced as shit, and then it was 5-on-2 almost immediately.
Yeah,
And
that's what sucks.
So like, what are you gonna have? You're gonna have a bunch of 2-on-2s, right? And then a bunch of like 3-on-2, 4-on-2 beatdowns, which like really get boring after like a minute.
That's
where they're just
what it
stomping
was.
dudes. There was like this extended like 5-minute like beatdown of Ambrose and Rollins right in the
That
middle
was sketch.
of the match, and it was like it went on way too long.
That's
for sure.
the problem. Yeah,
For
it was like the
sure.
Hell in a Cell match, man, with Shane and Kevin Owens.
They're just killing time.
Just-
Like, it's-
It was a fucking mess, but like part of me loved the mess. Like it was like this like ridiculous thing that will never happen again, because it was like a train wreck to get there, and it was a train wreck in process. You know, and it was all emergency and like hack and slash and like you know, it's one of those dumbass stupid things in wrestling that's going to be memorable because it's so fucking dumb. And that was the way I felt about it, and it totally was. Like totally was. It's just like smash grab of spots.
But what was memorable about? I mean, there's like the table
For how weird and bad it was.
okay.
In the lead up to it, booking a 5-on-3 TLC match, which makes no sense.
Kane being
Roman
involved.
dropping out of it, which makes no sense. Like Kane being involved.
Kurt Angle
Angle
just putting
coming
himself
back
in
out of fucking nowhere. Like, you know, that kind of shit. You'll totally remember this in a couple years.
I will say too, though, I remember when the pay-per-view started. You know all those stupid chairs.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if anybody's ever pulled that down.
Yeah, man. Cena did that.
He did. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that spot ever happened
Cena
before.
did that to Bad News
Oh,
Barrett.
so then they just did the same thing.
Exact same spot.
Okay, and this is what bugged me.
But it looked like Strowman just took them all. Did you see that? Like,
Oh yeah.
because like they went down to him after, and they were all just sitting on him.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I remember when
got
Barrett
big.
did it though. Like, Cena piled a bunch of shit on top of him and then dropped the chairs
Oh,
on
it's
him.
a kind of cushion.
So, like, protect him. But Braun was just like,
Braun, come on,
I'm
it's
gonna
Braun.
take fucking 25 chairs like on my back because I'm a goddamn monster beast, and just get up 2 minutes later.
Like he
holy
took
shit.
the choke slam off the stage, and that looked terrible, and it was so safe. And I feel like he was like, "Oh, that looks like shit. Just fucking kill me, Kane.
Yeah,
Do it,
yeah.
man. Fucking do it."
Or it was so safe because he knew that they knew he was about to get.
He was about to
25
die.
chairs
Yeah,
dumped
yeah.
on his head, right? But like, I thought the chair spot looked dope. I thought Kane came off pretty well.
I thought he
Surprisingly,
did, but he was super slow in everything he did. He took way too long to like choke slam
It's like
him.
48.
I know, but he like to pull the thing, like the chairs. It's like he was like thinking about it, and he's
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
um,
But he always has that slow, stalkery kind of Jason
for sure, yeah.
shit going on. Although that's Braun now. I think I tweeted that too. He's like,
No,
Jason,
Braun's so
he's
much
Jason
faster
Voorhees,
now.
man.
Yeah,
No,
Braun-
like you
Oh,
can't
but he's-
kill him.
yeah.
Like you can't kill him. He's unkillable, and
I
like
love
you
it.
think he's dead, and he just like rises up everybody.
Ooh.
Kane's like
Conspiracy
Michael
theory.
Myers, and then fucking Braun is like Leatherface. He's just gonna keep fucking coming
Yeah,
no matter
I
what.
like that.
Yeah, I'm into it. And conspiracy theory is that Braun is like one of the brothers of them, or like maybe he's like a kid.
Well,
How old is he?
32, 33.
And Kane or Undertaker's like 50 something. Maybe it's his son.
That could work.
The Undertaker's son.
Well, like last week we were talking about Kane and Braun being like a Brothers of Destruction style tag team, which sucks. It seems like Kane came back just to have a Braun feud for a month here. Like that's clearly what his involvement was for, so that they could have conflict and split off.
Which made it was just, but it's weird how we got to it where
we kind of just got to it. Like it could have just been Kane just showed up and like chokeslam Braun Strowman and hey, look at that. They could have just had a match on the pay-per-view and you could have had Miz, Bar, Shield, go. Didn't have to be 5-on-3.
It was.
It
was
could
like,
have been 3-on-3. Yeah.
Every single spot, it was like, oh, a huge pop, and then we cut to Kane doing something, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Kane's involvement made very little sense to me. It still doesn't. I get that. I guess they need a feud for Braun, but like that, what he can do other things. He can do
so
other
much
things.
better. So much better.
But then somebody has to lose.
I don't care. You still make it. It's just a fun match.
I don't think Joey can come back and like lose 2 out of 3 matches or something like that.
No, you can do like one. Just kind of like I don't know. We'll get into it. I just want to say though, what bugged me was, so the whole thing is like the Miz wants to beat the Shield, prove that he's superior, but then they do the spot where he's gonna throw him in the compactor
garbage truck.
Why could I not? I was gonna say dumpster, and I was like, that's not a thing. God, the garbage truck.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, he throws him in the garbage truck, and then so he's gonna put him in the garbage truck, and then have them drive off, and then just not win the match. Like, what was the whole point of that?
Well, I mean, like, with kayfabe being that Braun was effectively murdered.
I know. The whole point of
like,
it... I get when you look into it, the whole point of it was to put Braun in there, clearly. But it just bugs me. It's the Miz's whole thing. He wants to beat the Shield. No. But then he's not even going to beat them.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, if that's what ended up with Braun, you'd have to assume that his plan was the same for the Shield. So, Miz's plan was to murder the Shield in that garbage truck.
But instead, he was like, well, I got to kill Braun now.
But I don't think he was ever going to legit I think he was just going to put him in it and then have it drive off.
Well, who knows,
his line about taking out the trash.
Like that Miz is like a multiple attempted murderer here.
Then when he puts,
does it count as a multiple though, or does it count as one attempted murder because it was the same contraption?
I would say 2 conspiracy to commit murder charges for Ambrose and Rollins, and then 1 actual murder charge for helping.
That was kind of my favorite part of the match when he put Braun and it's being crushed and fucking Cesaro and Sheamus are like and Miz is like, what the fuck am I doing?
Well, they're just like, yeah, man, that was all you.
Cesaro and Sheamus kill their super villain. They're fucking, oh my god.
I didn't think they were going to actually hit the lever,
they're perfect right now, man.
I find they're too like comic book villainy.
I like them.
It's just weird. And they do too many things.
I like them.
They do this, and then they like bump, and then they do this, and it's like, guys, pick one thing.
I think they're rocking on the Young Bucks, to be honest with me.
Yeah.
Like, I think that their gimmick is like a big grab bag of like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they're just like they're too cartoony,
but they're ripping off some NWO stuff too, like this thing.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Like Sheamus is Travis Bickle with his fucking mohawk and his jacket, and Cesaro is, I don't know who the fuck he is. He's got his mouth guard now. Like, they are a super villain.
I know. Yeah.
No, I love.
They're perfect. Dude.
Like I don't know. I still love them. I don't know what the fuck they do now. Honestly,
it's weird.
I don't know what anybody does out of this. Like, that's the thing too. It meant nothing. Like, it will mean nothing in the end. Yeah. Like, even if it was full Shield, it still would have meant nothing except for like Roman looking good. But now it meant nothing.
And the dumbest thing is that now that they're going to Survivor Series and it's Raw and Smackdown, they're all on the same team now.
Yeah.
They're on the same page. So now it's like, oh, we just had this match for no reason, and now we're gonna be like teammates.
Kill each other. You want to be friends?
Yeah.
But I loved it for the car wreck it was. It made no sense.
They should have put the titles on.
It made no sense that it means nothing. And I don't know, I had fun. I was sports entertained.
So how do you think the match would have went if Roman was in it? It clearly wouldn't have went down like that.
No, I think like it would have been relatively similar, except there would have been no injury spot in the middle. Yeah. And it probably would have been faster paced.
But do you think they still try to murder Braun? Do you think Kane and Braun saw that feud?
For sure. Because that's the whole reason why Kane was there, I think, was to like take out Braun from the match so that it was plausible that they lost. Because like with him being such an unstoppable monster villain, like you can't keep him down, right? So like they had to find a way to keep him down, or else, you know, and give him something coming out of it.
Yeah.
So, and I think he's just doing more big man stuff. Like he was working with Big Show doing big man stuff, and now he's working with Kane doing big man stuff. Like they're just making him, they're grooming him. You know?
Yeah, I'm cool with that too. Like you said, you need something to do, right?
Yeah.
And at this point,
I'm cool with it. I've always liked Kane.
I love Kane.
It just doesn't make fucking sense in 2017.
That was my main issue. Like Kane, everything he does is like he's got the fucking facials and everything is perfect, but he's just so fucking slow.
Yeah. everybody respects Kane, right?
Yeah.
Like it's hard to find a person who doesn't go, wow, that guy's had a fucking great career, amazing, underrated
And
as
given
shit.
the dumbest
Like,
gimmicks to
the dumbest, and consistently over and over
Vin
again.
Diesel, and he's still
How many tag teams he's gotten over? The fucking X-Pac, fucking Daniel Bryan. Like,
Holy
this shit
shit.
shouldn't work,
Yeah.
man. It
Yeah.
shouldn't work, and it works every friggin' time. The
Yeah.
guy is undeniably a legend, right?
Oh god, yeah.
But nobody wants to see him anymore.
I
That's
will
the sad
say.
part, man.
No, what I'm gonna say too. I'm gonna double down. I think I like him more than the Undertaker.
Oh,
Oh, 100%.
I always have.
I don't think so. Not
Taker's
for me.
For me,
overrated
I never
shit.
got. But you got a different.
Not for me.
take.
I kind of had Taker growing up, and then Kane showed up, and he was like this huge villain to me because like he showed up and killed Undertaker.
Yeah. See, so that's
In
why
the
me
first
and you
time,
love
so.
Kane more, just because
Yeah.
we kind of.
Like, I got kind of, I think, a good Taker, like the fucking 06 onward, like
Yeah.
the fucking
You didn't get American Badass.
Wonder
That's
Years.
best.
I remember that.
I got a little bit of like the Lesnar in him, which was dope, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
still, that was like, I don't
Taker
like,
was
get
like
it.
always
Yeah.
such a guy for me. Like he's been a top 3 guy the whole time I've been watching wrestling, so it's really hard to say that Kane's any better. He's always seems like it's like a 1A 1B, and Kane is always the B for me.
Because you never got the opportunities.
I agree. That dude should have got the moon, man. Like he
The
should have
guy-
got just as much as Taker, and he could have held it up.
Most eliminations in the Rumble just never wins it. Like that sucks.
And they fucking broke that record and threw it away for Roman. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't even let the guy have that. Like, fuck,
yeah,
dude.
jerks.
He's got nothing.
All,
got
all
nothing
roads, all roads lead to Roman.
Fuck you!
Like,
I like
But-
Kane now. You see what you did to me?
I love Kane, man, but I don't want to see it anymore. He should best of luck in the mayor election, and that's about it.
I like applaud him more for coming back and doing that good while he's doing all that
Yeah.
shit. Like, he's so much shit in
What's
his
the
plate, he's
downtime?
still
It's in the
killing it.
spring. Like it's getting into American Thanksgiving and shit. They probably weren't campaigning anyway
Oh shit.
for like
Yeah.
right now. You know,
He's taking it easy.
I was really.
I don't think he's
really-
working house shows and shit. so.
I was really, really hoping that I don't know if they're gonna do it, but I hope they do it where Braun comes back because like Kane maybe he's in a match or something, and then all of a sudden, instead of like Kane always comes out of the ring, instead of Kane, it's just Braun pops out and goes Braun,
That'd be great.
and then gets out and just like beats the shit out of
So
him.
they can give the ring popping out spot to
Yeah.
Braun.
Yes,
Fuck yeah.
He's just on a knee and just pops up. He's like
Do
ah.
it. Let's do it, man.
I'm so into that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Like he needs to carry these gimmicks on, right? He should be like collecting all the big guy
Yeah.
gimmicks and use
Yeah.
them going forward.
That or a dumpster comes out and then the back just gets like blown off, and it's him.
Why can't they have just locked him in a dumpster too? Like why do they have to throw him in a dumpster?
And then he can break out of the fucking metal dumpster. Holy
That
shit.
is cool, yeah. Maybe they put him in a buried alive match.
I was about to say that. Get
And
out of
then
my brain.
And he just
Get out of my brain. Shit, man. Kane has like kayfabe for a buried alive match too.
I don't know if you could do it anymore just because it's so gimmicky and it's weird.
It would be a terrible match, but like the
Yeah.
Oh,
spots
dude,
that
they're
would come
doing
out of it would be
everything
so
now. They're
awesome.
throwing so much shit at the wall. Like they're doing war games. They're doing fucking a
That's a different
Starrcade
gimmick
house
match
show.
though, you know what I mean? Like Inferno matches, buried alive matches, all these
They
weird
did an
ones.
Inferno match like 3 years ago.
Yeah, and they realized how stupid
Oh,
it
dude, it
was.
was really dumb. They just did the Punjabi prison again too, man. They're gimmicking all the shit out of everything. There's no way they haven't thought about it.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Buried
No
alive.
way. You can bring Foley back for a little run.
Foley's
Yeah,
not
man.
going back.
Nah.
Like I've listened to interviews with Braun, and he's talking about like how like big shows like his dead wrestling dad. And
Yeah.
He's trying to like mentor him. He's like, I wish he would stop getting fucking cheered like a baby face. Like it's kind of Braun's issue. He just does Braun too
Yeah.
much when he's just
Dude flipped over an ambulance. I will never boo him. Never.
But they
Never.
want him to be booed, and
No, not
they
anymore.
don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I think they got it now to the point where you can't boo the guy now that he got almost murdered twice.
It's true, but like they're still going to position him as a heel.
I don't think so.
You cannot kill
I don't
Braun
think they will,
Strowman.
man.
Cannot kill Braun Strowman.
Because Kane is clearly the heel now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Kane's the
true.
established heel. He fucking the whole Finn thing.
Just straight up
like,
murder.
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder. Like he is legit. I mean Roman that too, but Roman justified it. Kane didn't justify it after
Yeah.
that.
Kane
You know
just
what I mean?
wants to heal people.
Yeah.
Kane legit pretty much said he wanted to. Yeah.
That's fine though. That works for him. That's always been his
Yeah.
thing. He murders people. That's how it works.
Destruction.
But yeah, I guess we said enough about the main event.
Yeah, I mean, like it was fun for what it was, basically.
I
Like,
enjoyed
for me.
the spots, but everything in between was mind-numbing.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I'm happy we're past it. We're more along the road to WrestleMania and the inevitable main event that we've been building to for what seems like
Dude,
5 years.
Depends how bad these mumps are though.
It's a bad case of the mums, baby.
If
It's
you
gonna
get-
come back.
miss me.
man,
Comes
like,
back with chipmunk cheese.
if he gets like sidelined and this thing gets delayed again, I don't know. I don't know if I can do another year of this crap. Like,
Yeah.
Kane's gonna wrestle Brock
I
Lesnar for
don't
the
know,
title.
man. Because like the way it is now, like they've effectively killed everyone that's not Roman, and so like if Roman's dead, there's no one else that can
Everyone
go
else
and
is
do
dead.
that can go in main with
Just
Brock.
Braun.
Like I
I mean,
guess
you
that
can,
would be
you can
it.
kind of justify
They
it,
already
right?
did it.
Yeah, but you can build up to it again. You can have
It
him
would-
win the Rumble and kind of like
It would be okay. He'd have to
Yeah.
win though.
yeah.
Like he'd actually have to win, and they'd
Yeah.
have to transfer that heat to Strowman
Or they don't have him win and you just keep the belt on Brock. I don't know, man.
for like 2 years.
I guess.
I'm bored already.
Brock, go away, Brock, please.
Like I feel
Go
like
back to the UFC.
Yes.
the only thing that's keeping it is that I know that like we're reaching an end point here. Like
Mm-hmm.
to their credit, they've kept the fall pretty hot in a way that they don't usually. So it's not as boring as it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like previous iterations of this Brock holds the belt forever and never shows up bullshit.
He's actually defended a fair amount, right?
Yeah.
Because he did the Joe match, the Braun match. I mean, those matches were terrible, but the Fatal 4 was amazing.
But he's been around.
Yeah.
He's been around more than his previous runs, which is nice.
I can't believe he literally just comes in, jumps around, and then leaves.
He's got the
And
best job in
it's
wrestling.
So insane.
The dude has the best job in wrestling, man.
Easy fucking money, baby.
All his matches are 10 minutes. Fucking, he wrestles like he won PWI like Wrestler of the Year like 3 years ago or something, and he wrestled a total of like 38 minutes that year.
It's
You know?
stupid.
He's
Like-
just so fucking good.
And he doesn't have to
I
talk.
think gimmick
They,
like
they
kayfabe wise,
private
he
jet
is
him.
the best.
They private jet him everywhere. He gets his own locker room. Apparently, he doesn't talk to anyone when he comes to shows.
Oh, of course.
Like they just like Brock goes in the back side, goes in the back door, goes over
Yeah.
to his room, leaves through the back door. He doesn't talk to anyone.
Of course.
Like
I love his when he first came back. I think like after the Cena match or whatever.
yeah,
And they had him with like John Laurinaitis, who can't speak, so he had to speak a bit. And I guess he just bombed.
I
in his
want
promo.
my changes to be changed
that's
for
what
the better.
talks like this. John Laurinaitis.
And then Brock's like, okay,
But-
John.
But, apparently, I guess after Brock bombed on the mic, he went backstage and was like, "Get me Paul Heyman,
Yep.
or I'm done.
Yep.
Like I'm never speaking again." And then Paul's
That's
been back.
exactly
He
That's why
fucking
Paul
knows
came
what
back.
he's doing, baby.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, I mean that's what you got to do. Like that's the gimmick that works.
Yeah.
Like if Brock gave a shit, he would be the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't give a shit.
If
And
he
the,
wanted to
and
work.
the crazy thing is he's such a good seller too. Like that guy can sell like
He
a
can
mofo.
sell. He just can't talk, but he's got the perfect mouthpiece.
Yeah.
He's a freak. He can do moonsaults. Like
Brock Lesnar
People
can do
kill for
anything
that
he
shit.
wants. I think we've talked about this before. Like the dude would have been successful at any athletic endeavor he ever tried, and he was honestly.
fucking
Like,
John Bones Jones. It's just like you just pick one
Yeah.
and you fucking
you
stick
just
with
pick one and try to not do as much cocaine as Bones. You know, but like Brock would have been if he had stuck with football. Like I think we've said, after a year, he almost made the Vikings.
Oh, they probably would have
in
put him on the
camp.
team
He
if he
would-
never got in the
He was going to be on the
accident.
practice squad or something like that, and he didn't want to be on the practice squad, so he just quit. But like if he had stuck with that for probably even another 6 months, he would have been like a starting caliber NFL player, which is nuts. And then he goes to the UFC and he's like heavyweight champion, like that. And like
He did like he never did cocaine, but he did eat too much beef jerky, and that was his downfall.
Jimmy John's, baby.
Yeah, man, that was his downfall for UFC
Diverticulitis.
because he got diverticulitis. Man, he ate
Diverticulitis.
too much meat.
it was nice actually for him to finally have a fatal flaw.
Yeah,
Like
it's,
which
it's
that was
Something
one of
we
my
could exploit.
that
but
was
the
one of my
crazy thing
favorite
is he
things.
beat it, man.
Yeah.
He got so much of his colon removed so that he could just keep
Yeah.
eating meat.
Yeah.
Take out my colon. I need more deer meat.
What was it? Was it a colon or is it a large intestine? Which is, I guess, also.
Might
I
be
should know.
spleen.
I have a degree in human kinetics. If anybody wants to hire somebody
Very
to.
educated table here.
No, not in the middle.
But
I got no college, baby.
yeah, it's hilarious. He's like, no, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep eating meat. Just take out what you have to take out, and I'll just eat my meat.
I love Brock, man.
But
He's a
yeah,
war-
I
he's
was
a
just
warlord
gonna say,
waiting to happen.
Brock and Paul Heyman are essentially Bill Belichick and Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's true. They can.
The one needs the other, man. Paul Heyman's great, but he hasn't. He
Yeah.
did great with CM Punk,
It's true.
but he kind of hasn't nobody
Punk-
else really worked with him.
It was the same relationship where like
Mhm.
he didn't like. It would have been incredibly hard to fail.
It's like
with
yin and
Punk.
yang, man.
Yeah, it's incredibly hard for him to fail with Brock. That's like
Yeah.
next to impossible for that not to work. They've been running the same fucking thing for like 3 years and it still works.
And
Like-
you can go back before that, they were still running it. Like with the
Yeah.
fucking, they tried to kill it with Big Show back then. They put
Yeah.
Paul Heyman. It's like
I hated that, man. I remember back in the day watching that.
It was a good way to
hated
turn
that.
Brock face, though.
Big Show with his pants.
Yeah,
It
but
worked
it
perfect.
didn't.
Yeah,
need
Big
it.
Show with his pants, but he still had this singlet.
That was
Really
the
didn't need
grossest.
it at the time. It was like Brock was just getting hot and heating up, and Vince did one of these fucking Vince things and just killed it. Like Brock got it back because it's Brock and he's special, but like that could have killed a lesser man.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on Asuka. Asuka's debut.
Asuka? Yeah, so I mean, taking the wind out of her, and I mean, like, putting her up. No, I love the idea that Emma is getting a chance to do more stuff, and like, I think she's great.
She's just a jobber. Like,
no,
her
but
chance to do more stuff is just screen time to be a jobber.
No, but I think she has the potential to, you know, have a good run at certain things. Like, apparently that was her first ever singles match on a pay-per-view.
Which is so
Really?
sad.
Yeah, she's never getting there. And I think she's good in the ring. I like her character and stuff. I just don't think she, like, Asuka shouldn't, like, that shouldn't have been her, like, match that they gave her the opportunity against Asuka.
They could have made it work, though, in the fact that, like, you have Asuka, Emma's like, oh, I want a match on TV, you know? And then she gets a match with Asuka. She's like, I can beat her. Fuck. Asuka comes in, kills her in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Emma has a little more spark to her character, and Asuka's character stays fucking on fire.
Isn't that what basically happened with Emma and Nia? Like, she was like, oh, give me a match, and then Nia killed her in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was Nia. I'm sorry, Nia, but it didn't work. I love you, but you're not Asuka. I'm sorry.
She was supposed to lose clean to Sasha Banks at TLC.
Really?
Yeah, so that was the whole thing. Apparently, she was supposed to lose clean, and she didn't want to, so she called The Rock. And The Rock was like, if you're unhappy, just walk out.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Reportedly a rumor, yeah.
As if Nia Jax has the sway to, like, start calling matches like that, man. Like, who gives a shit that much?
She has the
about
sway
Nia
to call
Jax?
The
Sorry,
Rock
Johnny.
and, like...
Sorry.
It's okay. I know the flaws in my wife. I've seen them. I'm trying to...
Are you upset that she didn't call you?
I am really upset. She's like, John, what do I do, man? I'm really upset.
And you're like, call The Rock. Call The Rock.
I told her to call The Rock, but I knew it would be dangerous. You know,
Three-way call.
Head.
Three-way call with The
I
Rock.
should try that. I'm a little
He didn't know you were on it, though. At one point, he's like, is somebody breathing?
No, you're good. You're good.
You guys are related now, so...
Yeah, fuck. I'm part of the Samoan
You're
lineage.
Mahala.
Yeah.
And Noah.
You're basically like, Aiden English married into the Guerrero family.
I'm Samoan? I get to be a rock now?
You get to be a rock. I love
I
it.
get to be a rock.
Yeah, if you guys missed the show last week, that's why Johnny was absent. Him and Nia Jax eloped.
Did a big Samoan wedding. Did the haka.
Yeah. We were not invited.
Oh, so you didn't elope. You had a clearly planned out ceremony.
Yeah, which we weren't invited to, which is like totally not cool.
We eloped in our own sort of way. Like it was an eloping of souls and spirits, but
that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, love is grand, and I'm not gonna say that you should have been invited. You should have invited us though.
I should have, but I just didn't want you to be uncomfortable.
That's
like
true.
Mark Hunt was there. I didn't want you to get intimidated. I knew Dylan would be like,
why was Mark Hunt there?
He's
from
Samoan?
New Zealand.
Buddy. Everybody's Samoan. Everybody's Samoan.
They're all friends.
We're all friends. Momoa was there, dude. Fucking
Moana?
Momoa. Jason Momoa. Also Moana, I think. I don't know.
It's samosas and mimosas.
Mimosas. I got a tattoo I'm going to show you.
Anyways, back on track here.
That's why Nia's gone. Anyway.
Yeah. You got to blame John.
Please.
Yeah, Asuka. Yeah. So yeah, they're kind of just killing her character. I mean, we get more into her when we go on Raw.
I was ticked, man. Like, that was probably her worst match, like, I think I've ever seen. Like, and she was working with, like, these NXT recruits who were, like, really bottom barrel wrestlers and pulling really good shit out of them. And they were having good matches.
Like
and
Ruby Riott. Like, Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott are trying to murder each other in a match being so unsafe. And Asuka's like, calm down. We'll have a good match.
Yeah, I'm just going to kick your head off. It's okay.
It's okay. Just sit down and take the
She feels like Nakamura. Where,
I was just going to say that.
They don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to present it. And so, like, when Michael Cole said Asuka likes to have fun in the ring, my eyes rolled back so hard in my head. They almost, like, did a 360,
she
man.
Murders people in the ring.
She likes to have fun.
Oh my god, she likes to have fun. That is like, just to say this too, Michael Cole was fucking terrible on that pay-per-view. Like, he was killing so much stuff, man.
This
like,
is the worst. That's
describing Asuka like that is like, for most people, they haven't seen her at this point, right? Like, people watch NXT and whatever, but like, that's probably not 2/3 of their audience doesn't watch NXT on the ring.
Showing her murdering people.
And then, so this is the first presentation of Asuka to a good chunk of their audience. And they do it in this, like, she's fucking likes to have fun and she's just, like, goofing around. Like, she's a killer. You spent 2 years building her as a killer. And Michael Cole, in, like, 5 minutes, destroys it.
Well, that's
like
the
an asshole.
Problem with commentary nowadays is everything that happens, they don't see anything as consequences or, like, as being brutal. Like, somebody gets, like, hit with a chair multiple times or something and they're like, oh my god, he's really hitting him hard. You know what I mean? Like, they're not being like, oh, this oh, this is serious. Like I think the one thing I remember is, I think it was Jim Ross on his podcast was mentioning, it was like Luke Harper, Dean Ambrose had a match, and they kept throwing chairs into the ring.
Yeah.
And it was just a massive amount. And like Michael Cole and the commentary were laughing, like, oh my God, look at this amount of chairs. And it's like, no, this should be serious. Jim Ross would be like, by God, look at the chairs.
What the fuck is he doing?
What are they gonna
He's
do?
trying
This
to
is
kill him.
dangerous. Yeah. And that's the issue, is they're too lenient. Everything's a joke.
Yeah. Like, if you want to make everything PG, family friendly, do it. But don't
Don't try to murder people on air. We can
Yeah,
say it's
don't-
fun.
Yeah.
chairs and
Don't
tables
try to
on the shit.
legit murder people and be like, oh no, he put him in the dumpster.
He likes to
By
have
golly.
fun.
Miz just likes to have fun trying to murder Braun by throwing him in a
Oh, he's
dumpster.
having a great time here. He's
having a
thinking about
great
his
time
wife
out
and
there.
kids. In
Like,
prison
there's some
forever.
people that can be like that. Like, Bailey comes out. You're like, oh, Bailey likes to have fun.
Yeah.
That's Bailey.
That's
Right?
clearly
Bailey's
her.
like a big kid, you know?
Yeah.
It's like fucking waving arm man and balloons and happy shit and hugs and stuff. Like, that's fine. That's a gimmick. That's not Asuka. That's never Asuka.
No,
Oh my
Asuka-
God, they're gonna ruin her.
If
man.
you're gonna say she likes to have fun, you have to go, she likes to have fun murdering people.
Yeah.
Like Minoru Suzuki. You gotta sell her like that because she is the
Yes.
female Suzuki.
Thank
Like
you.
she
Exactly.
she's
That
a
is very
sadist.
good,
She
man.
fucking loves it, dude.
that
Like,
is
she'll
very good. Like,
Crank the fucking arms. And
I
stuff.
side
remember
note, did you ever see
Suzuki.
that highly uncomfortable match with Suzuki and Asuka?
That we gotta watch that. We'll
It's-
put that
Oh, it's a
in
girl?
green
Oh.
screen corner.
He like straight up assaults her for about 5 minutes.
Oh, it's a
man.
guy?
Yeah.
and she's like, fucking do me in, boy.
Like, wow. It gets like, it's one of those things that it got a little real, you know? And like, he just kind of kept doing it. And like, I don't know. It's
Like
crazy.
every comment on YouTube was like, "What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ!" And like
Really?
she asked for it. Calm down.
really,
asked for it.
really stiff, man. Like, really.
It's like
really
young
stiff.
boying, right? You
I
just
mean, like, that was basically it, right? Like, she was young and like, Suzuki.
toughen me up, motherfucker.
Suzuki always beats the shit out of young
Or was that
people.
New Japan?
Yeah.
He's have you seen the dude with like the shaved head and he's got like
The
he looks like
G1,
he's
the
naked.
old like 50-year-old guy, Minoru Suzuki, comes out with a towel on his head, weird shave patterns
Probably
in
not.
his hair.
He's
You watched like 3 nights of the G1. I'm sure you saw him.
Maybe.
he
I
had
don't
a
know, they
really
all
good
just
match
blend
with
He
together.
always
Yeah.
he beats up the young boys at ringside like after every single match.
I don't know
Like
who
I
the
watched
young
him.
boys
The little the trainer guys that don't really have characters and they just wear like black trunks out to the ring.
It's kind of it's
the young lions.
very hard to explain all the
I'm
Japanese
I'm
bullshit.
lost.
Yeah.
We'll get into this.
Anyways, yeah. Asuka. Sucked.
It sucked, man. It's been 2 matches. I thought her Raw one was worse somehow. Like,
It was just longer. It was a longer version of a beatdown on her by Emma.
which just after the way Emma's been presented for months is like whack.
Made no
man.
sense.
Whack.
Made no sense.
So it's like I don't know what to say about
And
that.
even that whole thing, it's like we're gonna have a match to see who wrestles Asuka. It should never been that. It should have been some random like chick comes out and then Asuka comes out and we just
Like who is brave
somebody-
enough to take on this
Who's-
challenge?
Exactly. And then like say just like the Raw before the pay-per-view, somebody, even Emma, storms up to Kurt Angle and she's like, "This is my chance. I
Give
want
me
this
the match."
opportunity." Blah blah blah. You know. But
she
like,
thinks she's tough. She ain't tough, and then Asuka.
And then
just
she
wins.
loses, and it's like
Yeah.
Emma's like, "What the fuck am I doing? Hey, new character thing for her to go into. New
Or you
direction."
just murder her.
they can change her character all they want. They got rid of her fucking song, which was like the best part of her.
Oh
They
yeah.
changed her song, man. It sucks. They did that dark
Yeah, the
version
dark
of her
version.
original theme, and it was.
I like the
dope.
glove, but other than
It was
that,
dope.
Bo Dallas stole that from her. Bastard.
oh, you guys just really like one gloves.
Pray for Bo. So,
Pray for Bo.
pray for Bo and Bray
And Joe.
I guess Roman,
Pray for-
because we want Roman to come back so we can get through this. Is my take on it.
Yeah.
I
Bray
want him
can
to
stay
get to
with us.
WrestleMania,
It's okay.
healthy, fit, take that goddamn belt off Brock, and fuck this whole thing off so we can get into the next era. Because this whole thing feels like an era.
Yeah.
It's like a make Roman strong era.
It's Roman Reigns. Yeah.
And like, I'm really just bored, man.
They're gonna put it in a video game. Everybody's gonna be like, "Can I not play this
Yeah.
version of the Roman Reigns story?" I'm cool with playing the Roman Reigns Shield era. Can I skip over this Roman everything?
Oh man, I just want it to be over. I feel like once it's over, we'll like reset, start fresh again, and it'll be like fun, and we won't be building to this one thing for years. But
It won't be predictable anymore.
at least a little bit, at least for a few months, you know. And then the next Mania plans will leak out, and you'll be like, "Oh, okay, so they're building towards Roman and The Rock," because I can see that coming. I can see that coming. And
I like. It's gonna be. Yeah.
Those are my brothers, man. I
No,
can't-
it's really really tough to do that though with The Rock
it's gonna
because.
happen.
But it's really on him, right? Because he got hurt
Oh, it is.
in that one match.
I assume it is.
He
on
does
him.
he has so many things on the go
Yeah.
that he would have to legit stop making a movie, and
I
dude, he's booked up
honestly,
forever.
I honestly think that he probably will. Like,
It's not going to be for like a couple of years. I mean, he's booked up like after Skyscraper, then he's got to do Hobbs, then he's got to do Fast and Furious. Like,
man,
dude,
you know that
he's so booked
motherfucker.
up.
He can like fly out
They won't let him. No, that's the problem. They won't let him insurance-wise.
No, but like I know some people won't, but I bet you he's probably trying to get some window into that because like Roman's, his fam.
It is,
like,
but it's more like nobody's gonna insure him.
That's his last. Yeah, right. Nobody's gonna insure The Rock. Like,
no, they won't because he got hurt last time. And they had to shut down production. And it fucking
just
cost a shit ton of money.
I seriously, he's still The Rock. Like, I think
he's not invincible.
That dude has enough sway where he can be like, I'm fucking wrestling and you're gonna make it happen, and they make it happen.
Like,
I would love it. I would love it, but
he's like one of the biggest stars in fucking Hollywood, man. The world moves around people like that, not the other way around.
For sure. I don't know. I'd be very surprised. I'm into it. I'd love to see it, but I'd be very surprised.
What's left on the money match ticket for Roman, aside from that? There's nobody that's a current wrestler because he's like murder, death killed everyone several times. Like Bray, you know, all this shit.
I don't know, fucking Adam Cole.
Baby!
Sure.
Then you'll see 5'6" Adam Cole next to Roman. We're like, oh, why
I
did we
just
do
feel
this?
like I don't know what's left. I really don't know what's left. They've run through so much trying to make him
things, right? Then you got you build up Braun again. Like you have Rob, like him and Braun have a rivalry. It's really
yeah.
Like,
I'm sure
him and Braun they could headline.
There's gonna be stuff, but like what's meaningful left? What's big? What's not seen? And like The Rock feels like a big one.
Yeah, but also I mean like
a big one.
Yeah, I mean,
there's family. There's like this whole thing to it. Like that's a fucking money match and a half. That is a Mania main event and a half.
Could be like Brett versus Owen, like Samoan in each corner.
Yeah. It's like that's a huge.
What's The Rock's thing? He's like, "Yo, I tried to help you in the Rumble and nobody liked you, and I got flack for it." And
Roman's
you suck, Roman.
No, Roman's just like conquering all the legends. Like he could come out and be like, like The Rock comes out and like tries to make an appearance again to help him, and he's like, I don't fucking need you. I don't need anybody. I'm the fucking big dog. Blah 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 blah. And then it could even be like a heelish turn, like they were gonna do with Cena and Abandoned, where he was gonna go heelish dark side for this feud.
Yeah, he said he got new ring gear and music and stuff. Oh, I'm so intrigued by that. You didn't hear that?
No.
Oh yeah,
for the Rock feud, he was supposed to go heel.
He was supposed to go heel. He recorded a new entrance song. He got new gear.
Yeah.
And he was ready to go. And they're like, "Oh wait, no, we want to do a face-to-face thing."
Which apparently was because of a Kmart licensing deal for his
I saw that. Yeah.
So
crazy.
a Kmart licensing deal was the only thing that stood between us and the mythical.
That and all the sick
heel
kids.
run. You could have done it. That's what I really wanted, was just a temporary one. Temp dark side.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you can get away with it, man. And the sick kids aren't that hurt. It's a temporary.
You know what bugs
dark
me
side.
though is the fact that like the John Cena never turned heel for all the kids, right?
Yeah.
Well, Stone Cold turned heel, and I had to live through it. I got so mad I started punching my Stone Cold thing.
That's because The Rock was there. The Rock could be there for that.
I don't care though. I got so upset.
And Kurt Angle was
I
there.
went to my video game.
That's why they had the freedom.
I went to my video game and I was like, I want to beat up Stone Cold in this video game, but I just kept losing because it's Stone Cold in the video game, so it was beat me. I was like, screw you, Stone Cold.
I feel like that's what they were trying to do with Roman. Like Cena wanted a bit of freedom in the latter half stages of his career here, and they needed someone else to like take the Make-A-Wish and take the press conferences and take the Conan.
What is
appearances and
Roman?
shit.
But Roman doesn't
He
do
doesn't
any of
do
that,
it
though.
exactly.
He's terrible.
Because he's not good. Like,
But the thing is, is though, right? That's what everybody says. Everybody says, I haven't watched it, but that whole 2K panel, apparently Roman and Cesaro were amazing on that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, everybody says, like, JR says all the time, like, Stone Cold, all these guys are like, the 2K panel where they were just allowed to do what they want. They're like, Roman was super witty. He was the funniest guy on there.
When they let him just be Joe, or whatever the fuck his name is, like Joe and OI, he's cool.
That's the thing,
every
right?
time.
So maybe,
and I like him
maybe
every
if
time.
he went on Conan and stuff like that, maybe it could work. But
There's a reason. There's a reason they don't, though, right?
Yeah.
Like there has to
it's
be a
weird.
reason. Like they don't see him as that guy.
It's the hair, man.
They don't.
It's
They're
too
not
wet.
trying to put him.
Roman, you have to dry your hair.
I'm good.
They haven't tried to jam him into any WWE Studios movies.
Because they got the Miz, right? Does he want to do it though? Maybe he doesn't.
But this is what the A1 guy does, right?
Yeah.
Like Cena, you just take Cena as a template of that shit. Yeah. He was doing everything. He was doing the late night talk shows. He was doing Good Morning America. He was doing shitty Marine movies. Like
he was hosting the Nickelodeon Awards in Japan.
He did one and it was amazing.
He was doing shitty WWE movies. Like, but he was doing like the full circuit, right?
Ted DiBiase.
And like Roman's doing maybe like a third of that.
Yeah.
And like I think that was part of that whole meta reality when Cena came back. He's like, I wanted to do more, but I fucking can't because you suck.
Do you also think it's also too because the Miz is so good at it, so they're like, we'll just have the Miz do it.
I feel like they don't want the Miz to be that guy though. Like,
he is though.
But Miz is perfect for it.
Yeah.
If they really wanted him to be that guy, he'd be that guy.
Would he though?
He'd be the champ. He'd be the man. He'd be like Flair.
But it's
you
just because he's so. But he's like sucks as a face though. That's probably why.
That dude can do whatever. He could be honestly like top tier
He had a
heel.
face run. It sucked.
Miz is apparently like it's tough, man, because he's just his face is so annoying.
Yeah.
You hate him, but
No, he's a natural heel.
he's apparently
I mean,
like one of
for
the
sure.
nicest dudes ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
ever.
I could easily see that.
He's a
Easily
dick
see
about fantasy football. I watched some draft he did with the dudes from the NFL Network, and he is fucking like so hardcore, like cheating, yelling at people,
he's
calling
one of
people
those
out and
guys?
shit. He is an asshole.
Like,
man.
dude, you're gonna win like $100 if you win this league. Calm down.
He takes. I think he takes fantasy football more seriously than like anything else in his life.
Jeez.
That's the vibe I got. Everybody was having fun, and he was like not having fun. He was like very serious about
I
this.
hate those people.
But he's winning, so
Good for him.
But I'm winning.
it's hard to win fantasy football, man. But
It is.
I really
It is.
think that Miz could be that guy, but they don't want him to be that guy. And like it feels like they want Roman to be that guy, but he can't. And so they're just stuck, and they don't really know what to do now. And that's why Cena's still hanging around, man.
Or maybe they're just waiting to put the belt on him and then they'll kind of roll this shit out. You know what I mean?
He should be that guy already. The fuck isn't he that guy already?
He needs like better
Because it
support
has to happen
players.
at Mania, bro.
No, but I mean, like, just organically, it's not taking, like, it's obviously not taking on all the levels, you know? Like, he doesn't move any more merch than anyone else, either.
No.
Like, he's a pretty, like, middle-of-the-road merch guy. Like,
Well, it's 'cause-
there's merch, but it's not, like, kaboom, Cena merch.
But like he just kind of got that shirt, right? Where it's like the Superman punch thing. What else did he have? He always wears a vest. Like he never had like shirts that he could
it's
rock.
that same shit. It's, like, his little Roman design.
He had like a really shitty like Hardy Boys knockoff,
Yeah.
like weird symbol thing for a while, and then
That's basically
But he
what it
never
is.
wears
That-
it,
that
though.
is
That's the
his
problem,
symbol.
right?
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's
It's like
fucking
this
weird.
fucking Hardy Boy thing.
Yeah, as
that
soon as you said
symbol.
that, I clicked in my head. I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, he's been switching off the flak jacket. He's like wearing his shirts as tank tops a lot of the time nowadays and shit. But like they all look the same. Like they're all like kind of crappy dude bro, you know, when you just have fucking tribal pattern on
Nowhere-
the back Roman kind of
We're
shirt. You
sure
know?
with the guy, yeah.
Like
he's more tribal tattoo.
I don't know, man. It's a tough sell. Like I don't think I've ever seen a cool piece of Roman merch.
No.
Like it's all just I don't know.
Until that Poochie shirt comes out.
That I will own.
Yes.
I will absolutely Poochie and SWAT gear.
Yes.
Like it says something when I would rather wear like a big bright pink shirt with like unicorns and narwhals on it
Yeah.
than a cool wrestling shirt. Like
I feel like if they gave me a Roman shirt for free, I'd probably give it to a homeless guy.
I don't want to wear it because people are gonna say, "What the fuck?" Even if they don't know wrestling, that's a stupid fucking shirt.
Yeah. Well, it's just a guy jumping up. Like, what is that?
Like, "Whoa, is it fucking football?"
Doesn't even say his name on it. Yeah.
Too many questions.
Superman. It's not Superman though.
The key is to create so many questions with a wrestling shirt that people just don't ask.
Yeah.
You see the New Day one, and it's like, "Oh, you know, okay, I'm not gonna ask." You're good. You're doing
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, TLC.
Pretty
I
good.
guess we can just go quick and then AJ, Finn.
That was great.
So glad. So, quick thing. Do you think they're abandoning the Sister Abigail thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
That
it's
they
over.
kind of clued in that was dumb as shit.
Yes. I think that's done. Also, just because I don't think that I was reading like Bray is more uncertain than Roman health wise, so like they don't really know when he's
How
going to
much
be back
longer?
at
Yeah,
all.
okay.
So like I think they're just shelving him in general.
Okay. I'm into it.
Probably
Which is
good for
probably
him.
good.
Yeah, he needs that. He needs to be off TV for a while and then
Because,
kind
like-
of come back.
God bless the moms.
Sometimes those key timing injuries are like the best thing that ever happened to dudes because like they avoid fucking embarrassing themselves with
Yep.
some dumbass shit like Sister Abigail.
Then he's
But
gonna
anyways-
come back and then he's gonna be in a dress again.
He actually comes back as Sister Abigail and everybody's like, what is this? Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I've never been happier to miss something, to have
But I'm
something
also
pulled in my entire life.
But I was also like, oh, I really wanted to see what it was going to look like.
It would have ruined him,
I
man.
was so intrigued by
As soon as they announced that,
So
I was
intrigued.
like, fuck, this is going to ruin him. It's going to be like, he
but I
has
wanna
this like
see it.
mystical, like, would you...
I want to see it so bad. I want to see how it looked. I want to see what it was going
Just
to
to
be.
see how stupid it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's the.
But like, they still have such opportunity with Bray Wyatt, despite everything, I think. And it would have killed him. It just would have killed him dead.
Nah,
Like, dead,
Nothing
man.
ever kills anybody.
Dead. He's not Strowman. He can be killed. He can be killed. And like, I think it might have
You
killed
can't
him.
kill Strowman with a compactor, but you can kill Braun with a gimmick.
Exactly. Bray with a gimmick.
Sorry, Bray, yeah.
You can definitely kill Bray with a gimmick.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, AJ Finn. Holy crap.
It's amazing.
Amazing. Such a
Those
fun
guys
match. Those
pulled
guys
off-
should be champions.
It's
Like, what is
pretty
this?
clear that nobody backstage had any input in that match.
Yeah.
Because it was good. And they were just like, hey, this is short notice, so why don't you guys just call it in the ring?
Yeah.
And Finn and AJ were like, yeah, we will.
Sure,
Yeah, we'll call
I
it in the
think
ring.
we can do that.
It's fucking hilarious because we just had Enzo and Kalisto, which is like maybe the worst thing I've ever
So
seen in my entire
bad.
life. And then
That
we go
was really
right to
bad.
Finn and AJ, and it's like watching your kid do a musical and then going to see Hamilton. He's like, my kid sucks so bad.
That's really good. Yeah, man, it was like, AJ has this, I think it was like on his shirt or something, it's like hard to follow,
Oh, really?
And like,
That's
no
funny.
shit.
That's a
Like
good
every
one.
time that dude does a thing, it's so hard to follow. I'd hate to look at like the match listing and be on after that dude.
AJ
Yeah.
and Finn, fuck me.
Which
Why
was
am I even going
Elias and
out?
Jason Jordan.
Yeah. Which was a good piss break.
Mhm.
Because it was an emotional Finn AJ match. Like I thought it was
Yeah,
like
it's great back and forth. I love that he didn't kick out. They didn't kick out of their moves or anything. It was just like one move done. Like that's all that matters. It's a match, right?
it felt like they were planting seeds too.
Yeah.
That like we were gonna do something else with this, so we
Survivor
didn't want to
Series.
kill it dead.
Yeah.
We didn't want to empty out all the little last drops in the bottle. And like that was I think about the only thing keeping it from being a straight up 5-star was that
Yeah.
they were obviously keeping things
Mhm.
in the toolbox. And
Oh, yeah.
like, but that was a damn solid like 4.75 or 4.5.
Yeah,
Holy
easily,
shit!
easily, yeah.
Like
It was fun. It was exciting. It was back and forth.
that was
Like
great, man.
they both like were selling great too. Like, it was
They're
just
such pros. Like those dudes can go. Like holy shit. Like with no timing or story or anything, they had the best match in months.
Yeah, that was what
probably.
like killed it for me. It was like they had no fucking time to do
Yeah.
any of this shit, and it's still this fucking.
Well, just
and
saying-
AJ was in Chile too.
Yep.
And then
Holy
flew 12
fuck.
He
hours.
flew overnight. He cut a promo in a friggin' hallway
Jet
to hype
lag.
that thing up from like
That's
some
insane.
Chilean stadium,
Yeah.
and he's like going at it. And he's just like on the
AJ baby.
on the
Doing it.
plane and getting off the plane and killing it, man. AJ's
Yeah.
like maybe
Team
the best
player.
in the world
Team
right
player.
now. Holy shit.
Give that guy the belt. Come on.
Please.
You see that William Regal rant about how like this is why people don't need a story. He was like going off about how like a lot of young wrestlers say that they can't go in cold and they like need something to like make the match hot, and he was like, no, you don't. Watch
No,
that.
yeah,
Look at
yeah.
those two. They had nothing except like mystical history from another company that they weren't even in at the same time.
Have they ever wrestled before?
I don't think so.
No,
Because
No,
Finn left and they got AJ to replace him,
Mhm.
right? So like it was
They
like two
wouldn't have met
ships.
TNA or anything.
two
right?
ships
Same
faster
as
than
ever
night, man.
TNA.
No, there was some obscure 6-man in TNA that I saw that apparently they were both on the other side.
Finn
So-
was in TNA.
Finn?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
What was-
I'm
Seriously?
maybe it was a fever dream or something, but like I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it
sure I
seems
saw
like
this on Reddit.
What would I feel like he was like wrestling in wherever he's from.
New Japan had some back and forth TNA.
Oh, New Japan. Oh, it was a
stuff.
New Japan thing, kind of
Because
like.
It was
Okada
in
was
TNA.
there, right?
Yeah, I think it was like
Oh, okay.
it was like New Japan in TNA
Oh, that makes more sense.
momentarily, which I think they did probably when
Let's
I
look
was
into it.
And
not-
Kurt won the belt from fucking. I think. Oh shit, that was a weird fucking
Yeah,
thing
it
to do
was.
with TNA.
That
Google
was
Hey. What an idea.
yeah. Kurt was also the IWGP champion
Yeah, shit.
Did not know that.
right around the time Brock was. Like Brock left and went to football, quit football, and then went to New Japan, and Vince was pissed from what I remember
Oh,
because that was like a year and a half later or something,
Yeah.
and tried to sue and stuff, and
Why
like
don't,
they kind of
why
just
don't you just Google AJ Finn 6-man?
they kind of just came to an agreement. It seemed like to let Brock do a few dates
Yeah.
because like obviously Vince could sue New Japan to like death.
Could he though? You still under contract?
He had that 10-year no compete.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, I think I figured out what happened. So Brock was forced to vacate the title because he went to defend it in like Inoki Genome Federation or some shit. So like,
They wouldn't pay him
He had it
enough.
for 280 days.
They
Yeah,
wouldn't,
and
they
then he had to
wouldn't pay him
vacate it.
enough was the thing. Like he still has the belt. He never gave it back. It's sitting in his
What is
trophy
he?
case.
You know he doesn't even give a shit about it. He's probably
I
like,
know.
I just want to go back to Japan.
like I think
They-
he took it to the Inoki one, and it
Yeah.
was just the new championship or something.
No, like they weren't going to pay him enough, and he threatened to take it to Inoki's Genome or something like that. And they said, "Fuck you, do it." I think essentially. And so he did, and then they like nullified him as champion, and then I think
And
Angle-
Tanahashi won it.
Oh, it was Tanahashi.
They had a big
Tanahashi.
tournament.
And
he
then
beat Giant
Angle was
Bernard.
pretty quickly after that, wasn't it?
Angle, yes, he was.
Like I don't really.
Knock had it for a while.
This is like smoke and
After,
whispers
so
to
you
me
gotta
because
go
I
down.
didn't watch New Japan at the time. It's
Gotta go
just like
down.
internet memories.
Gotta go down.
Yeah, Nakamura defeated Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I was reading this.
Oh.
Like, I knew they had like a really good match together.
Yeah, it was
like,
at
in-
Wrestle Kingdom 2, which is like a fucking long time
Oh
ago
my
now.
god, yeah.
That's
Um,
neato. Yeah.
Well,
It's like,
the
yeah,
challenge-
Kurt's been around, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kurt's been around, Brock's been around. I mean, yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, those guys were great. They definitely should be champions, and riding their brand, but whatever.
Yeah, I feel like AJ's headed there. Like,
it would be so amazing if all of a sudden, right before SummerSlam, Daniel Bryan was like, you know what, Jinder, just AJ's beating all your goons. We're having a title match. Boom, tonight. And AJ beats him, and we get AJ Brock at Survivor Series. What? Come on.
no way.
No way it's ever going to happen, but like, come on, guys.
I would love
Do
that,
that.
man. Like, that would be incredible.
Take Jinder off of the India tour, just sign Khali for the India tour, just have Khali work those matches.
They'd get just as much.
Just give them get more.
Yeah. Man, AJ Brock. Yeah. Yeah, I need some of that.
Come on,
I
man.
need
That
some
would
of that
basically
action.
be like CM Punk Brock.
Yeah.
It'd
I
be that
think
quality
it'd be
of a match.
better though, because AJ is
Probably,
like
yeah.
Oh, it'd be incredible.
fucking
That would
up
be,
there from Punk.
That would be Brock's best match in ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Brock actually
Wow.
cared about it, yeah.
I don't know why I didn't really think about that before, but I definitely want that in my life.
Why not,
I
right?
definitely want AJ and Brock in my life for sure. Wow. And to think we're getting Jinder instead.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's sad.
So yeah, so transition for that to Raw, and talk about how Paul Heyman just straight up buried Jinder.
Well, I mean,
That's
it's just telling the
insane.
truth.
I know he's saying what the fans are saying,
Yeah.
and he just spoke the truth, but just quickly too, and then Jinder doesn't even respond to it.
No.
He's like whatever. But
He's like the weakest champion they've had in a really long time.
oh, it's
In
ridiculous.
all the ways. I still don't buy him. It's
They
been
gave
so
him the
long.
goons, they gave us-
So
The endless title reign.
I'll say I want to jump into the SmackDown invasion thing.
Yeah. I had some thoughts about that.
I thought it was cool. It was kind of different. Like they came in, you didn't expect it to happen.
Yeah.
They beat up the roster.
Yep.
The only thing I wasn't super big on was that it kind of just felt like it was random.
Yeah.
And the fact that like Raw and SmackDown, nobody has any loyalties to any show. So why should I care? And why should the fans there care that SmackDown's beating up Raw?
I don't think they framed it really well. I mean, like, you have, like, say you take sports, like actual sports, right? You have people who, you know, you get traded to a team and you go and show up and you're like a warrior for them.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's your team now. Like, so, like, if presented that way, like, that makes some sense. You know, they're fighting for their team against the other team,
Yeah.
you know? And, like, sometimes it comes down to that. Sometimes it's individual against each
Yeah.
other, but, like, you're all wearing the blue shirts, so you're on the same team. And that would have made a lot more sense than watching, like, Ty Gellinger gleefully, you know, beat up backstage employees, which seemed really weird for me.
Rusev was great.
It came full circle because we'll play a clip. Shawn Michaels super kick paper instead of Ty Dillinger's hand.
No way.
Yeah, remember the old DX thing when he's going down the hall? He's like, I just kick Stan.
Oh,
He
I
was
didn't know
Ty
that.
Dillinger.
That's crazy.
That's right.
That's so cool.
Wow, full circle.
Full circle.
true.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, the one thing I was thinking, just kind of like a side thing for that, they would never do it. I don't know if it would work, but what if they kind of like split the brands into territories? So they had like an east and a west. So like Raw's on the west side, SmackDown's on the east side. You only so that way like I'm on this side. Ooh, I have SmackDown. That I'm loyal to SmackDown. I watch
like
SmackDown.
that.
I go to SmackDown.
I like that.
And then when they cross over, it's almost like it's a legit like okay, we're actually having these two teams compete, and it means something.
I like that. I really like
I don't know
that.
if that would like I don't know if it would work. They wouldn't do it because they would lose money, obviously.
Yeah.
And people, you still don't want to. I don't know.
But you could do like special stuff. Like it's like NXT now, right? Like NXT largely tours Florida and the South.
Yeah.
But then
so they have a
sometimes they go
home
to
base.
Cali.
Yeah.
Sometimes they come here to Toronto. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes they take these little dip tours, right?
But they have
like,
a home base.
Largely have a home base because like NXT is basically a territory.
Mhm.
Like it's like the same kind of system. They run two little circuits down there, right?
Yeah.
And like I think that would work great.
Yeah. It would make have it make more sense with like then yeah you could actually be loyal to a brand.
Yeah.
Um.
I like that too. They're talking about like doing that with the UK
That's cool.
show title thing. Like
Okay.
they're gonna do something that just tours like Europe
Mm-hmm.
and like really just involves European wrestlers and make it like this kind of like franchise, like WWE UK.
Yeah.
You know.
Kind of awesome, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, because then you can collect all that like sweet European talent. Because like there's too many guys for them to use. Like there's a
Yeah,
ton of
get
awesome
lost
like
in the
European
shuffle.
talent, and like
Yeah.
they can sign them all, but they can't fucking use all these people. So like just you know make
Keep
a
them
new
over there.
team, right? Like it's like an expansion team over there.
And then yeah, you can always have them come over and do matches and
Yeah.
stuff, but they stay in that section.
yeah, like NXT has had a couple of UK title matches, and like they're great.
Yeah.
They're just special attractions, you know.
But then that's also like, what like, what is this all for? These like it's just for bragging rights.
I know
they're
there's
wrestling
nothing
each other.
for it.
If there was more like I was thinking something like maybe if it's like oh if your brand wins this match,
Yeah.
then you can like you're allowed to like poach a talent that isn't a champion from the other show.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Like just
I
like
saw something
reasons
like,
as to why.
I saw something like Royal Rumble spots being on the line. Like the losing show is the first person, and the winning show gets number 30.
Okay.
So like at least something.
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
do with baseball. Like
Baseball. Yeah, if you win the All-Star game, yeah.
Because it feels like an All-Star game, right?
Yeah.
And like All-Star games are fun,
Yeah.
but they have no stakes, and it's
Yeah,
like
unless
the
it's
sports with the least stakes possible. And like in baseball, they do it mid-year, and so they wanted to put some juice into it, so they had the winning team gets home field advantage in the World Series, right? So something like that, but I don't know what the fuck home field advantage would be, except for maybe in the Rumble. You
Yeah,
get
I kind of
something
like that.
favorable.
I like that.
It's
That's kind of
something.
cool.
It's like the Andre Battle Royale. I just want it to be something.
Yeah, it means something. Yeah.
Like, just have fucking something to it, man.
Not just a trophy that you stand beside for like 2 weeks.
And then
And then
disappears forever.
That was the best thing Bear Corbin ever did, though. He looked just like him.
And like,
Mojo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't forget Mojo.
Fucking Mojo.
I already forgot Mojo, but hey, you
God
know.
bless you.
Hey, he was great. in
Mojo
that.
was hype for
Yeah.
the invasion, man.
Holy shit.
Wait, done?
Holy
Wait,
shit.
done?
Love Mojo.
Holy shit. But it's like, you have like these, I don't know, I guess New Day just went through a pretty badass phase, you know, with the Usos and everything. But they were like beating the shit out of people, and they're supposed to be like happy baby faces.
Yeah, it was
You know?
weird. It was like these
They
guys
were like
just
leading the way,
yeah.
like not reluctant.
Rusev with the toque,
Fantastic.
screaming. That was so great.
I was like, who the fuck's that guy? Oh my god, it's Rusev. Like,
When he walked down, I was like, yes, I love this Rusev. And then he did
Rusev's
show up on
perfect in that
SmackDown.
situation. Corbin's perfect in that situation.
Yeah, and it was weird. Like these guys, like Ziggler and Rude, were helping to beat up people, and they don't like.
I just got really confused with the
Yeah.
whole thing. It just ruined a lot of characters.
And where's Brock? I was waiting for Brock to come out and just murder everybody and be like, I was hoping that's what their retaliation was going to be on SmackDown. Just Brock comes and just murders everybody.
Just tosses security out of the way, like bang, bang. That might be it. Apparently, the only reason they didn't show up on SmackDown was because like they actually had logistical travel issues and like they
Oh,
had
really?
a house show that night, and so all the Raw people were working, so they couldn't show
So
up.
they just did
I
the
thought it
worst
was-
thing ever.
I thought it was more common sense that like, oh, let's not just do the exact same thing the next night.
Come on,
That's common sense.
come on! They ran the same segment 3 times at TLC. They have no idea.
I know
like,
that's
doing the
that's
same
I
shit
know.
time and time
but
again
I thought
is bad.
that's why. I didn't know it was logistical reasons.
I would have rather had them do that than Shane McMahon and Dan Bryan talking about, well, I'm glad they didn't come tonight, but they will come.
They will come.
Just attack, I don't care.
I do like though that the tension between Shane and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
How Daniel Bryan's like,
I don't know
It
if
is
it's
kinda
going to
neat.
lead to something, for Christ's sakes.
I'm thinking that it's gonna be like Shane's gonna insert himself in the match, and Daniel Bryan's gonna be like, you can't just do that, man. Like we have wrestlers, and he's like, you're just jealous because you can't wrestle, and DB's like, and then he dips to Raw.
See you, bye.
Maybe DB does wrestle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Why not put him and Kurt Angle together at WrestleMania?
That'd be so great.
Okay,
If it's like
first match?
if Shane says it, and DB's like, Shane, you know what? You're not on the match anymore. I am. And it's Kurt and Shane and DB, and then it just
Hey, man.
completely undoes everybody else.
Like, I know Daniel Bryan has head problems, but Kurt Angle has neck problems. They could totally work like a match where there is nothing
It's
from
just a
like
basic match.
nothing from like shoulder up.
They
at
can do all the fucking
There's
grappling shit.
nothing
wherever
even
the fuck
hitting
they
the
want.
ground. Nobody hits the ground a lot. You know, like they could work a really entertaining 12 to 15 minute match where it's not at all dangerous for
Well,
either of them.
if you put him in the elimination match, dude, he only has to be in it for how
Yeah.
long, right? He just tags in, he does
He
a
has-
hot spot.
Then he has to go down though.
Yeah, but you could have something where it's like he comes in, he gets a hot tag, he fucking runs wild, hits his finisher, eliminates a guy or something, then somebody just hits their move really quickly on him. Something whoever's on Raw that has like a safe move.
The only thing is like, it's kind of the same thing as Kurt Angle just showing up with 2 days notice. It's like people have been waiting for this for a little while, you know. And if you're gonna do it, like, are you gonna do it for like 3 minutes and then have him lose? Because that kind of, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets a good pop, gets some heat. But then
I
everybody's
wanna-
gonna boo the shit out of that match when Daniel Bryan's
I
on.
really want to see. I really want to see Kurt Angle and The Miz, man. Like, I think that's a really money like Mania match.
That was a
More
really
than,
awesome
like-
sequence at the end of that TLC match.
Yeah.
More than the Miz against DB.
No, but I think Kurt Angle is cleared and DB isn't. And like they're basically running the same thing where like Miz is talking shit to him about like it's the same gimmick where like he's a retired wrestler and he's past his time and he's trying to steal the spotlight.
So Miz is gonna start doing triple suplexes and
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, I can't think of anything better for Miz to do.
that's good Mania match.
Really, I mean,
Gives him a good Mania match.
Like he really deserves like that kind of legend rub. Like he doesn't get that rub. Like he's had these programs with like Rock and Cena against him and R-Truth, which is still like
That was still amazing, though,
I
somehow.
can't believe that
That was
even
so
happened.
bad.
I
I've done on DVD.
R-Truth
I
was
just
fucking
can't believe
amazing.
that
I
happened.
hate it.
Honestly, R-Truth's awesome.
Main event.
Truth
Love him.
is so
Truth
underrated.
is the
Truth.
worst.
Love Truth. But like, you know, he gets in these programs, but he doesn't ever get to go over. He just
Look
gets
at
to
me.
look like an asshole, right?
Yeah.
He always gets involved in these legend storylines
Yeah.
and gets heat.
Like I
with,
put in the back burner for the Cena Rock.
and he always gets, Cena Rock, exactly. And he just gets shit on every time. So I just would like to see him have a legend program where he comes out ahead and like gets the rub from it and takes the step up because he fucking totally can.
Yep.
They're just artificially holding him here
Yeah.
when he can be the guy, you know? Like him, if they want him and like Roman to like have feuds and stuff, like he needs to be bigger, you know?
Yeah, he has
Like
he
he's
has
kind of he's a mid-carder. He feels like a mid-carder right now.
Yeah, and his belt means nothing.
I could be so
Like,
much
why
more.
did he eat?
It just could be so much more.
Yeah, you can easily make it more. Just have him win matches.
Just wasting potential, man.
Yeah.
Keeping him with Cesaro and Sheamus, I think, would be amazing because
The
they
new
can be
Mr. Rush.
like the league of fucking supervillains or something.
The
Like,
new Mr. Rush.
I dig it, man. Like I think those guys have chemistry, like and cutting promos and shit like that. Like Miz, I don't know about Miz in the ring, but I mean Cesaro and Sheamus can
I think he's-
drag his ass along.
Miz
So-
brings it when he has
can-
to. I think.
Yeah, and he
Miz
can
can
go. Yeah.
But he's not. He's like Cody, where like his base is very clearly WWE system, you know, and like there's a limit to that shit. There's like a ceiling to like how entertaining you can be in the ring
For sure.
when your base level is just WWE style, you know. Like I think if Miz left and did the Cody thing, he'd have exactly the same problems. Where like he'd be entertaining and he'd be a good character, but his ring work would be
Oh my god, he'd be the exact same
leave something to be desired.
thing as Cody.
It's a little too slow, but
He
Cody
just would
is
have a list.
basically like living the Miz's gimmick
Yeah.
out on
crazy.
the indies, though.
Yeah, pretty
It's
good.
true. I never really thought
Oh,
about
I'd love to see the Miz in the Bullet Club now.
Miz and Bullet Club would
don't
be dope.
tease me.
What's
That'd be really
Don't
good.
tease me.
Shit, I never thought about that either, but that would be really
Yeah.
good. Like him and Cody are buddies, you know.
They would be perfect together. Yeah.
And Dolph seems like he's on the verge of leaving anytime too.
No,
What
he
the-
said he's happy.
Ugh.
He likes his position. I don't
Then
know. I
he's-
I
then
saw
he's-
just like a quick kind of like side thing title.
Then I'm disappointed in Dolph because he really shouldn't be at this point. If he gave a shit about being a wrestler, like he really should go be a wrestler somewhere.
Yeah,
You know, it's not like WWE's given him any opportunities that he couldn't get himself.
exactly.
You know, like they're not giving him movies. They gave him one movie, but it was shit. They
Countdown?
filmed it at like
God.
live events
Yeah.
and stuff.
Pretty
Like
sure they filmed it at Roadblock.
it seemed like it was such a, I don't know, like he was drawing like a hard line in contract. Like I really want to be in a movie. I want to be in a movie, and they're like, fine, whatever, be in the movie. And then they just made it like the cheapest WWE Studios
see it,
movie
though?
ever. But it was bad. No,
Well, you can't shit on it then. Come on.
I'm not shitting on it. I'm
You said
saying
it sucked.
it was clearly very low budget, and like they really didn't want to do it that much because like they just shot it backstage
He's
and
had
stuff,
backstage.
and stuff they were already renting.
Super kicks.
It was really
Rusev.
half-assed, man.
It was like a
it was
Make-A-Wish
just-
movie, right? You make one for
Exactly.
the dying kid, so he feels good. He can
Well,
watch
like
it.
Rusev's just in it randomly, and like it just felt like I don't know, like they really didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like they were just, it was all lip service. Like they, yeah, sure, be in a movie, Dolph. Like yeah, whatever, man.
Kane was in it, man.
Whatever.
Lana.
I feel like Dolph's like, hey, Kane, you want to be in this? And Kane's like, sure. I got some time to fill.
Yeah.
Fuck, why not?
I gotta watch the movie. I tried watching 12 Rounds 3
Oh, yeah.
Lockdown with Dean Ambrose,
Oh my god.
and it's a cool. It's actually kind of a cool concept on the 12
It
rounds.
seemed
is
like
that
Die Hard, you know?
it is. So he's locked in this. He's in like the police station.
Yep.
And he only has 12 rounds in his gun left.
Yep.
I
there's
started
a
watching
bunch
it, and
of-
then I got kind of bored. But
Bunch of corrupt cops trying to kill him because he knows too much.
yeah,
Dirty cop.
I was into it though. I was kind of into it. I was just like, not really in the mood
For a
this
long
movie.
time, I've had this like theory that he's, you know, the John McClane of wrestling. You know, he's wearing the tank
Anyways.
top, he's all bruised and battered and bloody, and he's like staggered around with his one-liners. He's John
Oh,
McClane. Like Dean Ambrose is John
Ooh.
McClane in Die Hard.
They do Fashion Hard Files.
Yes.
And-
hard?
And then they kind of do this thing, and then it just pans up, and Dean's in the vent. He's like, they said, come in the vent, you'll have some fun.
Exactly. Can't you see Dean Ambrose being stuck in a bed saying like, Dean Ambrose, you know, instead of come in, have fun. It would be lots of fun. He's like
Well,
talking to
actually, I see
himself
that.
and talking shit.
That's
Why
going to
not
be
just
the new
fucking try
movie
it?
trailers.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Dean Ambrose is...
Dean Ambrose is John McClane.
Well, you
Yeah.
could like cut in a clip of him beating up like the Seth Rollins dummy, and it's like a man who has lost his mind must find a way to regain Seth.
Yeah, man. Dean Ambrose is John McClane.
I will say also, too, though, 12 Rounds is the best John Cena movie.
I disagree.
What's the best one?
The Marine,
No, 12 Rounds is great.
Robert Patrick.
The Marine's terrible.
So
I was watching it on TV the one night. I'm like, what is this?
It's a very low bar, boys, that you guys are.
It is wrestling
You
movie.
haven't seen 12 Rounds. It's pretty epic.
It's no Ready to Rumble.
12 Rounds 2 I haven't seen. Thank you. 12 rounds 2 I haven't seen yet though, but Randy Orton's in it.
No, I'm out. I'm out right
No,
away.
you're watching it.
Right away. I've seen.
We're gonna
like,
do commentary on it.
I've been bored watching Randy Orton clips, like of clips of movies he's in that are like 30 seconds long. I'm like, how am I bored? How is this possible that I'm bored by the end of this 30-second clip?
Yeah, we're gonna watch an hour and a half version of
Randy Orton has a special talent for boring me to fucking tears.
I think we have
It's
to watch the
amazing.
Ted DiBiase Jr. one as well, because that
Well, I'm
may
more into
somehow
that.
be worse.
it. That was in
I
the
don't
ring.
know. I don't know how that kid
It
failed.
was in 12 rounds. 12 rounds
Yeah, it
was
was in the
Cena,
ring.
Orton, and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Marine was Cena, Ted DiBiase Jr., and then I think The Miz for the rest.
And then they did a fucking behind enemy lines with
I feel
Mr.
like-
Kennedy. That's the one I'm getting confused by. I think.
Yeah, I forgot
We gotta
about
watch that
that.
one too. That's on the list.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that. Right when,
we're
right
gonna
when
review all the WWE studio movies.
Kennedy could have been something, man.
Yeah.
Could have been something. That dude.
Just so fucking green. But
Well,
He's
he's
just
great
like he seems
Great
like he's
gimmick.
blacklisted everywhere now too.
He got
'cause,
screwed
like,
over
he
because Randy
only-
Orton.
No, but even in like he's out of TNA, he's like wrestling really shitty indies. Like I saw some poster with him on it the other day, and he looks bad.
Dude,
He
we're
looks
gonna see him on
bad.
a poster in Toronto soon.
Yeah.
hey, Mr. Kennedy
Mr. Anderson.
comes out. Mr.
What does he have? Lung
He's got
problems?
breathing problems because he's getting fat. He's got sleep apnea.
Just looks like shit, man. He looks like the photo that they were using looked like he hadn't like shaved in a few days and was kind of like, you know, just like staring off.
mugshot?
Like, just take the photo.
This is mugshot.
Like Toby, he's like, just take the photo.
He had to renew his license, and he's like, God damn it.
Just like, just use this one.
Yeah. But yeah, wow, so sidetracked. Okay, so I will say the angle didn't really make sense, the invasion, but then Shane kind of made sense on SmackDown when he's
Little
like, oh, we planted AJ there.
Dolph did it too, actually. Dolph went off on like his Twitter, I think. Like,
Okay.
I was trying to make it make sense.
Cool.
Like,
Well, and so did Xavier Woods.
yeah, which was nice.
Yeah.
I appreciated that shit. But like, leaving that aside, I don't mind the show's feuding. I just wish there was, like we were saying, something
More
at
true,
stake.
yeah, stakes, yeah.
Something at stake, and
And I'm kind of interested to see how Raw retaliates, and I hope it's just Brock Smash
what I don't like is
or Braun Smash.
is the matches, right? Like, because you're having all the champions versus each other, and therefore you're gonna have like 4 or 5 champions lose on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but it makes sense when it's champion because you're losing to a champion.
Yeah, but again,
Somebody
you're,
you're
like, so
level.
you're looking at something with no stakes again,
Yeah.
right? These are like champion matches with nothing happening because all the titles are
You're just
on
putting
the line.
one title over other.
Who's the better champion? Oh, you are. Okay.
You're the better, and then this other
I'm
one
still on
is
this
obvious.
show.
Like, you're deciding which is the A and B title
Yeah.
across the
essentially,
board,
yeah.
which like that's not a good idea. Like, you should have like the way they've been doing it with like say like the tag titles, for instance, right? Those programs have both been really hot for like several months. Where like they're top of the card, they're having the best matches on the card, and now you're just gonna put them together, and the Usos are probably gonna lose, and
Probably.
you know all their momentum and superiority and dominance they've been building is fucking gone because they seem like chumps once they come across the real champions.
Yeah.
You know. And like you're just doing that down the card, down the card, down the
Yeah.
card, down the card. You've been working so hard to build Jinder. What the fuck are you gonna do? But feed him to Lesnar in 5 minutes?
But we don't know. That's the problem. Is
That
you
is
don't know.
absolutely what's gonna happen.
You don't know, man. Because they're having a special guest referee. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I
John Cena might be the special guest referee. They don't know for sure, but they want a special guest. So they could have Jinder.
I will tell you this. I will say this. I will swear it. If they have Jinder gimmick the fuck over Lesnar at this point, I'm out.
You're
I'm
gonna
done.
Stop watching.
I'm
We're gonna
done,
stop
man.
this. Yeah, I
I'm
think
done.
so.
Like, I'm done in the way that you were done for a little bit after KO went down to Goldberg. Because, like, that's just fucking bullshit. Like, nothing would make me more mad in this world. We've spent how long building up Brock so he can be conquered by Roman, and you're gonna dent that with Jinder?
I don't know, man.
No.
The matches they set up
far.
are like.
Too far, man.
Far, man.
Too far.
Too far, man.
Too far. That
I
would
feel
be
like
too
there's
far.
got to be some title changes in the next few weeks because they have Miz versus Baron Corbin as the main match. This
Well,
is
it's
gonna be
all
the
heel-
worst match of
It's
all
all heel
time.
versus heel matches.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's a heel match. The women's match is a heel match.
Yeah, it's weird.
But like, even it's just not gonna be a good match.
I don't know. I feel like they're just gonna. It's another pay per
never
view
know.
where nothing matters. Like we just left one where nothing mattered, and we're going towards one where nothing matters.
Yeah.
And like, there's no title matches. There's not going to be any story progression. It feels like a bubble.
Well,
Like it's a bubble pay per view.
and even think this: The Miz got pinned by Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
He's your IC champ. Baron Corbin has lost twice to Sin Cara.
Yeah.
He's your US champ. These guys are supposed to be like.
They're gonna run
So
these
weird.
like little title programs on the shows. while building to the Survivor Series
Yeah.
matches, right? So it's like you'll still have title programs ongoing. Like you were saying, AJ and Jinder will probably have a title match.
No, they won't, but I'm saying they should.
They could easily. Like I could see that happening. Like he had the AJ fought One Sing brother.
Yeah, he's fighting the next one next week.
I've said that last week.
Yeah.
And then after that, you know, like I could see him getting a title match with Jinder somewhere. But like, do they use it to juice Jinder up for the
100%.
Brock match? I mean,
100%.
probably, right? And then where does that leave AJ? I don't know.
Dead.
But like, it's just gonna leave a bunch of people looking bad who can't really afford to look bad at this point. And it's just
Kind of like Finn Balor.
oh, you're gonna water everything down, and it's just gonna be terrible, man. Like, I don't know. I don't see how anyone comes out of that looking good.
Nobody does. No. Everything's gonna. Yeah.
I
It's
guess
just a
Brock.
weird.
I mean, you're pointing everything at Brock again, right? Which points at everything at Roman.
Who do you
Okay.
think's gonna be on Team Raw? I was trying to think of that. I'm like Samoa Joe, Braun.
Is Joe like back?
Monsters.
Is he not hurt anymore?
He would have to be, right?
I think Joe is back, but he's probably just kicking it because they don't have anything.
Oh, they're
for him.
fucking-
Yeah, they're
He
waiting
should
for.
be back
He
right.
should have been in that
That's
fucking
what it-
monster match.
Maybe
I
that's
know.
Maybe that's what's gonna be is Raw's retaliation. They send like Joe and if
Oh, that'd be
Braun's
good.
back, maybe, and they send their monsters and Angle's like, hey, you think you ambushed us? Like big deal. Is like Angle comes out and he's like, hey, these guys are in the crowd. We're gonna come get you. Like
good.
heads up.
That's good.
Here's a warning. Like put your entire team in the ring. Our guys are gonna come murder your entire.
Well, like Raw is like Land of the Giants, right?
Yeah.
So like, why not parlay that?
So you got, but I was thinking like so.
SmackDown doesn't have big dudes.
So you could go if Roman's back, you'd have Roman, Braun, Joe.
Kane.
Yeah, but no, but that's the
Rollins
problem.
and
Though.
Ambrose.
Shit, Braun and Kane are having a match, so Braun's not even gonna be in it.
Shit.
I feel like Raw's team is Shield +2.
But Shield's not in it.
Well, why?
They're wrestling the Usos.
They're doing the tag
Oh,
match.
that's right. Shit.
That's why I'm looking at all these matches, man. Like right now, you have Randy Orton on SmackDown. You're probably gonna have Shinsuke, and you're probably gonna have Bobby Roode.
Yeah,
Because it's Kevin Owens against Shinsuke next week.
yeah, for sure.
And
Which
then
is
also
bullshit.
Again.
Out of fucking nowhere, they just waste that.
what?
KO and Shinsuke.
They've
They already
done it.
wasted it.
Yeah, they've done it
A couple
multiple
months
times.
ago.
Oh my
God,
We-
see,
we
like,
were
I
up
don't
and
even
They did it a
over.
while ago, yeah.
Ugh, so dumb.
How terrible it is.
I'm trying to think of things to do. Like, what are they gonna do with Sammy and Owens now? Is it like, because technically
Eventually,
Owens.
they get on the team anyway.
Well, the thing too is like Owens kind of cost Sammy that match. Are they gonna fucking implode this thing already? I was thinking, like, will they do maybe Kevin Owens wins and then Shinsuke and Sammy match again?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think there's going to be much room on the undercard, right?
That's the problem too. I was thinking. I was like,
I don't.
They're
I
not
think
gonna
they're
have enough
already
time.
pretty much set here. Like,
Imagine
they
they do
have,
a kickoff show, Sammy and Knock.
oh god, fuck that shit. I bet you they end up on the team anyway. Like,
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm thinking. Is like, but this is the problem, right? So if, say, Shinsuke wins, if you go Sammy, Owens, Shinsuke, and Randy, and then is Shane gonna be in it? Because then, no, because Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, one of them has to be in it because their 2 out of 3 falls match next week is for a spot.
Yeah.
It's really like, and even Raw, man, like who's on Raw? Like it's gonna be a really Ty Dillinger's like who's gonna be?
Ty's
on,
probably gonna be on that shit.
but Raw's team, like it's not Braun, it's not Kane.
Yeah,
Joe, I guess, maybe Roman.
probably Joe, Roman. Yeah,
Roman.
Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro.
Yeah,
I guess.
fucking
Sheamus
take
and Cesaro. Miz is doing Corbin.
Oh yeah, so Sheamus and Cesaro,
for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Joe, Kurt Angle,
Yeah,
and Roman Reigns.
yeah.
Or is Roman the special guest referee in the Jinder Rock match?
Put him in a shirtless ref thing and we'll
The
take
Vince
him over.
McMahon
for
one?
sure.
Yes.
Dude, I'd wear that.
With the cut like all the way in here.
Yes.
You know, so you can really see the pecs.
Show off my muscles. You're referee.
It's a child's shirt.
But yeah, so I guess
I don't know. Survivor Series is getting. It looks confusing.
I'm interested.
it's really weird.
Makes my head hurt.
Yeah.
really weird
It
book.
looks confusing, largely meaningless, but I don't know. I'm into it. Aside from gender, which I'm very mad about.
Yeah.
That they're even wasting a Brock date on gender maddens me to no end.
At this point, for every pay-per-view, I'm more just like, I'm probably going to see a decent match, but it's not going to mean anything in the long run.
Yeah.
That's what these pay-per-views are, right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
They're in a weird time, man. Like, we're all just kicking it until fucking Mania and we get it over with. And then something hopefully can be interesting again. Because you can see where everything's going every minute of every show.
Yep.
Like, every minute of every show, it's Brock, Roman, Strong, everything else. Who gives a shit?
Yep.
Like, everything else is just a smattering of crap to get through this week or this show
50-50
or
booking,
whatever. Like,
yeah.
Vince obviously isn't thinking any further than this week, next week, maybe. You can see that with, like, all the Cruiserweight title changes, man. Like, He was using that thing like just to pop a Raw. They're just like, oh, we'll fucking swap the title around.
Should we go into that? Because that very
Oh,
much
wait.
angered me.
What happened on 205 Live? Did Enzo lose?
DQ.
No title change, but
Yeah.
like,
Gross.
what the fuck was that match?
We'll
Why
do
did he
this
win
in
the title?
5 minutes
Yes.
because we have 5 minutes
Holy shit.
until the next cut. Yeah, 205 cruiserweights. That was a really bad match with Kalisto on TLC.
Duh.
I still like Enzo's character,
I hate Enzo's
He
character.
is really good right now. Like the eye,
but
like,
that's
he
good.
came up. It's good, dude.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
If you were at a live event and Enzo came out, would you boo him?
Yes.
Then it's good. It's
Or
working.
would I even bother wasting a boo on Enzo?
It's working, man. I mean,
probably wouldn't.
really.
If I'm not going to waste a boo, though, is that working? Because he's not even
Kind
getting
of.
anything out of me, though.
Kind of.
It's like
I
a
mean,
Jason
like,
Jordan thing. Nobody boos him, nobody
I don't-
cheers him. It's just bleh.
I think Enzo gets some good heat, man. Like, I was watching 205 last
But
night.
no,
and,
this
like,
is what
Enzo
this
gets
is
some pretty
what
fair heat.
this is what bugs me. They boo him, but they still chant his catchphrases,
Of course.
and it still bothers me about wrestling fans.
Because, like,
Why are you chanting like?
Because
you gotta
face
be
and heel things aren't that simple anymore. It's like, you know, being like, you can totally be a heel, but if you're good at it, you still get cheered, like Braun.
But he's not getting cheered. He's getting booed. But they only do his catchphrase with him.
Yeah, because
Why?
that's because people enjoy doing the catchphrase,
But
but
you don't
they
like
don't
him.
like
You're
the rest
booing
of
him.
it.
I will say, like, my arc.
You
on
chanted Goldberg at Raw
Yeah, I like Goldberg.
accused.
Okay, first of all,
because you just get into it, man.
but that's easier thing. That's just going Goldberg.
That was me. I'm not the same.
You would have did it too.
I absolutely.
You would have
not.
done it.
I would have fucking.
You get a few
booed.
pops and
I
you would
have
have done it.
booed. I have stood up and booed people and been the only guy booing motherfuckers a lot. in my
Well, you
life.
cheered for Jinder, so
He's Canadian.
is he though?
Yes.
I remember I was the only one screaming Baron Corbin at SmackDown Live,
Yeah, I don't like
and they
it.
still didn't pick it up.
Yeah. Well, we were pretty high up.
I think I was just trying to fucking troll people there.
Yeah.
Something about Baron.
I mean, Canadians always look. We were on TV. Okay, we had to support the Canadians because we were on television, right? We had to be proud, support them on television. But in my heart, no. No,
Okay.
that is different. That is different.
But whatever.
Well,
Not gonna
my
do it.
fucking arc on Enzo, I think it's kind of amazing what he's done because I went from hating him so much and wanting him to go away, and now
Me too.
I'm looking forward to what the fuck he does
Me
next
too.
because it's like
Yep.
he has the
I
eye
was kind of
patch.
the opposite. He has an
into
eye
it.
patch?
He came out with an eye patch.
It was
Gulak
like a
read-
Gucci eye patch, man.
It was the greatest.
Yeah.
Gulak reading his fucking catchphrase.
That was funny.
Feel free to say along.
That was funny when he was doing like proper grammar.
I love Gulak right now too.
You
by the way.
cannot teach that.
I'll tell you this, like about Enzo,
So good.
I have never been more interested in 205 than I am right now.
I'm
For sure.
not because I don't care to see anything of it. I don't want to watch him wrestle. I
I've
don't wanna
watched
watch him do
205,
anything.
I think, twice in like the last month, and I think I'd watched it twice in its entire existence before Enzo showed up.
I don't want to watch it because I don't want to listen to Enzo just talk
I
nonsense
was
for 10
as
minutes.
surprised as the next person that he intrigued me on 205.
No.
Like as
See, I'm the
surprised
opposite.
as I could be. I was like taken aback. I was like, holy crap! I'm into 205 and Enzo. This is fucking amazing. Like
I just don't like having to wait 10 minutes. It's like the New Day, man. I'm gonna wait
He's-
until the match starts before I'm gonna watch New Day.
he's
match.
the only
'Cause I don't
true
care
star
about their
on the
stupid
show.
shit.
He's the only
Sad.
true star on that show.
But he's not a star though, man.
he's the only
He's not a
true-
star because
He is.
he's not popping ratings. He's not
He
doing that.
absolutely is.
He did
I
not
think-
pop ratings.
I think he.
No, they
makes-
put him. He
well,
put him
maybe
in the
not
event
12.
and nothing happened. They went down.
He's
Sure.
getting intrigue though.
But
That's
like
more
that's
than
the
they
thing,
ever
he
had.
creates intrigue about the division and as about 205 as a show.
Whatever.
It's
Enzo
entirely it's
Enzo
entirely
sucks.
not noteworthy at all until Enzo shows up, and now, like it or not, it's noteworthy now.
Not really though.
Like it still is things are happening. It's not Neville coming out dominating dudes and being like, "I'm the king."
I'm so much more into that. So much more into that.
I'm into Enzo, and it's
Yeah.
weird, man. I've never been. It's one of those things that surprised me more than almost anything in a long
was-
time. Is like how much Enzo
the
fucking entertains me
I'm
right
the
now. It's
opposite, man.
insane.
I was entertained by him after after Cass turned on him.
Oh god, I hated that.
I liked listening to him, but now I'm just like, ugh, go away.
I'm glad that we have opposing views because it makes things fun. But I like the cruisers. I think a little more than you do too. Like we had conflicting tweets about the cruiser tag match.
I was just trying to stir some shit.
The 5.
You gotta
to
go
10 man?
negative,
That was
bro.
fucking awesome, dude.
I was just.
I
trying to
really
negative.
liked the cruiser tag match, and I
No, the tag team match on TLC. Not
Oh
the 5-on-5.
fuck, that one sucked. Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it because like I think it's a good pace to break up shows too, and like if they had cruiser tag titles, the cruiser division
We have enough
would
cruisers,
matter
right?
more. It would matter a lot more because like you have shit like Kendrick and Gallagher right now tag teaming. You have Cedric and Rich Swann tag teaming, and you have like Arya Davari and Enzo doing shit, and it's like there's a lot of like little 2-man crews like Nice and who was it? Shit.
Nice and Gulak were doing a thing for a while.
Nice and Noam Dar tagged yesterday on 205, and like it's working, man. Like
it would make the tag team matches make sense, just like the women's, man, when they keep throwing women's in tag team matches, and it's like
because like I think back to like I always really liked cruiser action in WCW. Like that was among my favorite parts of WCW was the cruisers. But then you get to thinking back, and it was just random tags and 6-mans.
Yeah. That
made no sense and were just thrown on.
But they were able to do cruiserweight stuff.
Yeah.
That was the thing, right?
But they were just thrown on there to take up 15 minutes on a card, right? And like, but if you do that, like it is nice to have that kind of action on a card. You have like a punch kick match, you have a women's match, you have a fast paced match. Like different strokes, right, for different folks. And like I think it's a good addition to the card to have these dudes doing this style and pace and stuff because it is my preferred style. I do like the small, high flying, fast paced, fast style. So like I dig it, but I know not everybody does.
It's just,
but if they're gonna be there, right, and we have a whole hour every week, and there's like 27 fucking cruiserweights in one title. Let's do something else.
More titles, yeah.
well, I think it's because like fucking Finn does 9 dives a match. AJ does 3 dives.
Oh, that.
Everyone is working. Everyone who's not giant is working at fast pace, and these guys you see them as charismaless little fucking vanilla midgets, which is kind of what they are.
Yeah.
But they're
getting better. They're all getting their feet though,
Like Gulak is fucking. I wanted to like him so bad when he first came in. But
Me too. Exactly.
Did you watch the kickoff show? He came over because his PowerPoint presentation got cut, and he's like talking in the microphone, like right in the guy's ear.
I love his whole PowerPoint jam right now. The politician gimmick that he's got going on. It's just
no fly zone.
Like if he did this in CZW way back when, this was like his like CZW gimmick.
That's cool.
Was that he was trying to like reform CZW so that it wouldn't be so hardcore.
Yeah.
And like all over the map, and he was like, no tax, no barbed wire, no this. So he's just doing the same gimmick again. And that's dope, man. Like,
so that's the thing. Like a lot of these guys are building characters, and it's cool.
Yeah.
But the problem is like when they're on Raw, they just have matches. I don't get to see these characters.
I know.
And I'm not gonna watch 205 to see those characters.
I would recommend watching 205. Like
it's just after
nice
watching
show.
2 hours of SmackDown, I'm like, ugh, Raw.
It's a nice little show.
I know. I
like,
probably
just
should.
throw it on. That's what I did last night. I just like I watched SmackDown and I threw it on and I did other shit and I was like coming back and it was catching my attention. Like
I'm not going to until Enzo drops the belt.
Understandable.
He's the most interesting thing going, man.
No, he's not. He's fucking annoying.
Heat magnet. Magnet.
But not really though, because people still chant his catchphrases. Go
Yeah,
on circles here.
Like, he gets heat. He gets heat. It's hard to get heat nowadays, man.
Very true. So yeah, I don't know. Other than Raw, other than Finn losing, don't really want to talk about that. That's just
that shit made no sense.
Apparently, everybody else is like everybody's baffled even backstage.
So mad about that.
They always try to defend Vince, and they're like, "Oh."
I missed a part of it, and I thought, was that like it was clean, right?
Oh, he choked him 3 times.
That was it.
Yeah,
Like, there
he
was
was
no
dominating the whole
interference
match.
and-
Dominating the whole match. People are saying some guy speculated that apparently they might be building, like not apparently, like possibly they could be building to something where it's that Finn can only beat people when he's a demon.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That is so dumb.
That
really takes away
stupid.
from the demon gimmick completely.
I actually, for one of the first times when he came out for the AJ match, I thought the demon looked dumb.
I was gonna say that's the worst demon entrance ever.
Looked dumb,
Yeah,
man.
but it really seemed cartoonish and childish for some
He was
reason.
dressed
Really?
like a
I always
gothic
found it
matador.
kinda
Like he
dead,
looked
man.
awful. There
It
was
was
like
just
Well, there's
stupid.
nothing special about it.
It's just
it always
stupid,
kind of had like a. But I always thought, man, the first time I saw it, I was like, that's weird.
I think they gotta leave it behind. Like, I honestly don't.
They're not going to.
I know they're not because like they want kids to
sell
be
demon
that for
paint for
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah, especially now. I think that's why he was actually the demon still, despite
Fair enough.
getting pulled from the match and everything because they wanted to pump Halloween costume sales because that's like the last event before Halloween, and they want people to be the demon, man. And like, but I just think the demon is he's pretty cool as Finn Balor, like the leather jacket and the collar pop and stuff. It
He's
works.
so much cooler just being awesome, shredded, hot ab guy with leather jacket than being
totally.
this goofy demon man.
It just doesn't work,
it's like
man.
nothing. Does he even really change his style either when he wrestles? That's the thing, right? It's just face paint.
He does more of like.
It's his entrance is about the only thing that's different. Like I remember when he was in NXT and they did the demon, it made a little more sense because he did get more hard hitting and like when he beat Joe, he was the demon and won the title and everything. Or
And
sorry, when he
Kevin
beat
Owens.
KO to win the title and everything. it was like stiffer and more aggressive.
And
stuff,
I'd never
but, like,
seen it. It was kind of interesting because it's like, oh, this
Yeah.
guy's got a kind of different.
It was a weird thing that like I had trouble buying into, even like when he was doing it in Japan. Like I'd see him do these entrances and stuff, and like it looks cool,
goofy.
but it's fucking weird, man. It
Yeah, it's
doesn't
very
like
weird
sustain.
job.
Like
Yeah.
it's not actually a gimmick. It's just an entrance that you still have on when you're doing the match.
Yeah, it doesn't
you know?
change anything.
It just never really super clicked. I thought it was cool, but it wasn't like sustaining. you
If they
know?
would have made him like more dominant, yeah. If it's like he comes in as the demon, or it's like if there's like consequences to it.
Consequences, like he
becomes
gets
as a-
darker. Or something.
Yeah,
something, man.
He
like,
gets DQ, like not
Maybe you
DQ,
can try to
but
murder
he's-
people.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Murder's all
it's-
over the place now.
It takes a toll on him
Yeah.
to go as a demon,
I
and
really
then
like that.
all of a sudden, like it takes over.
He
And
looks
that's
in the
his heel
mirror,
turn,
Ultimate
right?
Warrior's back
I
there.
think like if you wanted to do something where it ate away at him, turned him dark side, and that was a heel turn for him, and then he had to like battle out of the demon again, then that's cool. But like as it stands now, it's just a silly attraction that means nothing.
Oh,
It makes him look like kind of a tool.
yeah.
Just like a gothic
Just
matador with the fucking
Yes.
the red. It's like
Gothic
I thought about it. It's because it's simpler for the kids to do. They
Yeah.
can just
Yeah.
I have a white sheet. I could do that. I
Yeah.
could do a little bit of paint.
That just
It's not
reminded me
working
of,
for me, man.
there's a movie called, I think it's called Clown, and it's this guy who finds this like clown makeup and puts it on, but then he can't get it off.
Yeah.
And he turns into a killer clown.
Fuck.
It's like possessed. I was just like, that's Finn.
Oh my
He
god.
puts on the
awesome.
demon paint and he can't take it off. He's like goes in. You see him backstage and he's like, "Won't wipe off.
If
Come
he
on,
was-
wipe off."
If he was a Lucha Underground character, that is
That's
exactly
what it
what
would
happened.
Oh,
I can't get the paint off.
Hey,
they
man,
remind
they-
us of good things.
They pulled some God possession shit in
Yeah,
season
Lucha's
3 of
weird,
Lucha,
man.
which again I actually would like to talk about. Have you guys seen Ultima Lucha Trace?
You
I
know,
haven't,
I've only
no.
watched like 7 episodes of Lucha.
Okay, so
I
I'm
am
just gonna
not
skip
caught
you and whatever, and you haven't.
I'll just go.
I'm like
this.
I watched some of the Dario.
I'll put
Okay,
up my fidget
with
spinner.
without any spoilers then, because like I'm gonna let's say this. We'll talk about Ultima Lucha Trace next week, and
How
if
many
y'all
episodes do I have to watch to catch up?
this season not a lot. There wasn't actually a lot
But there
of
was like
canon.
40 in season
There's
1.
not a lot of canon that happened this year. I felt like the canon kind of stalled halfway,
Yeah.
and they stopped doing big stories because they were just doing this weird tournament. But honestly, Ultima Lucha Trace, I just finished watching it this week. That shit is probably one of the best things I've ever seen
What
in my
is
whole
that?
fucking
What do you
life.
mean by that?
Like
What's Ultimate Lucha Trace?
it's like their season finale every year is called Ultima Lucha.
Oh.
But it's season 3, so it's Ultima
It's their
Lucha Trace. And it was like over 4 weeks or something, and the last episode was 2 hours, so it's basically 5 hours. And holy shit, every single match meant something, had a huge story going into it, had consequences,
Okay,
had meaning, and it was like, it made me remember why I loved Lucha and why Lucha was fucking amazing, and like how good wrestling can be when you do it right.
That was
And,
the
like,
one thing I didn't like about Lucha was that like a lot of the matches were meaningless at the start because they didn't have a big enough roster.
Oh, it means so much now,
Yeah,
man. There
that's
was
good.
like, they really did like several seasons. Like there was stuff at the end of season 3 that was like from the start of season 1, which is like fucking incredible for wrestling to have like that big
Oh,
of,
wow.
of a canon arc.
The
and
whole
stuff.
Pentagon thing
What's
is
crazy is that
unbelievable.
it's
Oh my
like
God.
actually a TV show.
Yeah.
It's a TV show.
But like the end of it and all the storylines that converged, and like it was probably the best wrestling storytelling I've seen maybe ever. Like they really, really do it well, and like I can't say strong enough to watch Ultima Lucha Trace. Even if you don't watch the pre, you can probably
I
just
can't.
watch.
I like to be caught up on things.
You can probably just watch Trace if you want to.
No, I'm gonna be.
Like,
I watched
they give
Aztec
you-
Warfare 2 when I was like, I don't know who anybody is. This
they give you
ruined it
pretty
for me.
sweet like build up videos and stuff like that for this
Ooh, I
one
do like hype
too.
videos.
So
But did you watch Pentagon versus Vampiro?
If it was no,
Because that was like the glimpse in season 1 that there's so much good shit they can do. They don't have enough time.
oh my
to do
god,
it yet.
okay, that match was hardcore as shit and was trumped probably 5 times over by this Hell of War match that Killshot and Dante Fox had.
Oh, I heard about that.
That is the most violent goddamn thing I've ever seen. Like, holy shit.
was that at Lucha Tres.
Yeah. It was like apparently like a CZW match. I don't watch a lot of, I never
Oh, you
watched a lot
haven't
of
seen it?
CZW.
Oh, I see.
No, like I never watched
Yeah.
CZW. But,
There's a good documentary about it on Vice.
Yeah, that was really good.
oh man, glass spots, barbed wire, fucking, like, the story told. It was like a 3-stage match. And like, oh my god. And they had an epic story coming into it too that was probably like a season and a half, And then they like settled it. And then
Shit.
the story bridged into other shit, man. Like, seriously, like, Krista Joseph, who does Lucha, is like, that guy
Do you
knows
think-
what the fuck he's doing.
Do you think WWE would benefit more from having like seasons and finales and like
Yeah.
being like okay, we only go for like 8 months.
Yeah, big time.
They need an off season, man.
I think they need
It's
a
too
rolling.
much because there's so much not like shit that doesn't.
I understand they want to tour year round, and it's hard to just like because these guys are contractors. They're not going to get paid and stuff. Like they'll get their downside guarantee money, but they want like the show money. That's why they're on the road. So like you could have like a rolling thing where like guys can only work 8 to 9 months of a year. And so you have to take 3 months off at some point,
Yeah.
but they all do it at different times.
Yeah.
So it keeps everybody's body fresh. You know, they do get vacations that they've earned.
Gotta push themselves a little bit harder.
Yeah. The most successful guys who don't get hurt basically work 50 weeks a year.
It's insane.
No vacation, you know, no time off. And like the only way you get time off is if you get hurt.
Yeah.
You know? So
And then
like,
you don't really get time off because
Yeah.
you're rehabbing and shit.
but like guys kind of, you know, when they get in the grind, I've heard a lot of guys say that like they were kind of like they got hurt and they were kind of grateful, you know, because they got
100%,
off
I
the
can see
road.
that, yeah.
They got off the road for a while, you know? And like, so you could just keep guys mentally fresh too. Like, you know, not doing drugs and all that stuff. Banging around on their wives. certain
Getting
wives.
mumps.
Getting
Motherfucker.
mumps. Exactly. So I mean, like a rolling off season for people would be great, but it's just convincing
Yeah.
guys to go off the road.
Yeah.
Because like
they
if
want that
you're
money.
you say someone like I don't know, what's his name? Someone who's just cool in it right now, you know, like they're on the road all the time, but they're not being used.
Oh God,
Like-
I don't know, it's Curtis Hawkins doing
Sure,
that?
someone like Kurt Hawkins,
Kurt
right?
Hawkins,
So like Kurt Hawkins has worked his 9 months of the year, but they finally have an idea for him, but he's got his mandated time off, and he doesn't want to take it because they have an idea for him, right?
Yeah.
Because these wrestlers, they want to work year round, they
Yeah.
don't want to take time off, right? So it's like it would require a lot of structure. I don't
Yeah.
think they have.
That's why they're
Yeah.
not gonna do it. 'Cause
And
it's
dudes
like,
would be like
A lot
on
of
their
restructuring too.
yeah. Dudes would be on their rest break, right? And they'd be like, "We need you back on the show, bud." You know,
Yeah,
like
that's
this TLC thing. Like Kurt Angle got called out of basically semi-retirement
Yeah.
to fill a spot. And I
Nice.
mean, if you were on your off period for the year, you're coming out of that in a second to hit that spot, right?
True, yeah.
So like, I think it's a lot on the guys. I think it's a lot of like wrestler union kind of stuff and like, you know, labor agreements and
Yeah.
not being independent contractors
Yeah.
who are just getting abused for money.
it's like a
pretty much.
nightmare to go through, but it would be so fucking good.
Yeah, I don't know. Those guys are really independent, man. It's like they don't feel like a team, you know? I've never got the sense that wrestlers feel like a team.
No, because they're all fighting for a top spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like when you're a team.
You all fight together,
Yeah,
you know? But like wrestling, yeah, it's not like that. So it's hard to
there's
say.
only one top guy.
Yeah, you guys all need to band together and get better for each other, and like for sure. But you need the John Cena to buy in. You need the Hogan to buy in. You know,
Which
Like,
is not gonna happen.
Hogan snitched. The
Like,
one
I don't-
time that they came close to it, Hogan snitched and ratted the whole thing out. According to Jesse Ventura, don't libel me, Hogan.
Judgment is very conspiracy.
And even if you're
Hogan's
in
very
like
litigious, so.
a jobber role for that shit, you can be like, I'm happy losing all the time because I'm serving a fucking purpose.
Yeah.
I'm not just losing to fucking lose. Like
Yeah.
Kurt Hawkins could be like, I'm just the jobber, man. That's kind of what he
Yeah.
thinks already. He's
Kurt
like,
Hawkins is one of the like true jobbers around right now who doesn't seem to mind.
That's beautiful. Like
And
you
then,
know
yeah,
your
that's
spot
right, yeah.
and you make the most of it.
You're cool
It's
with
like-
it. You get to travel around.
Like in
do
Japan,
whatever.
they have these guys, and you're pretty locked into your spot. You know, there's not a lot of upward
Like
mobility.
Ishii is
Yeah,
probably never gonna win that big title, but he's
Ishii.
fucking killing it.
Yeah.
Ishii is.
because like he's got.
Oh, I didn't mean to correct you. I was just saying Ishii is in like a
Well, don't do it again. Dylan.
war cry. Sorry.
But like you got this ceiling, right? Like he's a bruiser mid card guy, and that's what he is. And guys don't get to be more. Like that's just what you are. That's what you are for
kinda
10
good.
years, and that's it. That's it. That's your role. You know. Like I forget his name right now, but there's a dude he's like tagged with Finn Balor and shit. And, like they were tag champs and stuff, and he's like a junior tag guy.
Oh, Taguchi?
Yeah, Taguchi.
Taguchi Japan. Fuck.
Taguchi.
And he's
What a name.
still a junior tag guy. Like he
friend.
just had the junior tag titles with Ricochet, and then Ricochet
Oh,
left,
that's
and now
right.
he's tagging
Okay.
with ACH, right?
Yeah.
But he tagged with Finn Balor, who's now like a main event guy in WWE.
He dropped
Because-
his first fucking Kenny Omega's first junior heavyweight title.
Mhm.
He beat him at Wrestle Kingdom. That was fucking Taguchi. Like,
There you go.
What a
right?
fucking.
But like
dude.
Taguchi, he has this like very definitive ceiling on
Mhm.
who he can be.
and he knows it.
You know,
Yeah.
like in
He
Japan,
knows
like
his
it's
place,
just that's who he is, and he's cool with it. He's a junior guy. He's a junior tag wrestler, sometimes a junior like championship wrestler, but not really. And that's him. You know, like guys in WWE don't seem to be cool with that a lot of the time.
No, you want to be the top guy, right? You want to sell that merch. You want to get those
Want the money?
TV spots, yeah.
Want the money?
But yeah.
I don't know, man. It's all like both shows are going to be co-opted towards the Survivor Series storyline that doesn't mean anything now for the next
Well, we
one.
don't know though. I mean, there's still what, like 3 or 4 weeks until it. They could start putting stakes to it. There's still time, right?
I'm intrigued by who's going to be on him for sure. Like we were talking about, it seems kind of murky as to who's going to be where.
Yeah, because it's really weird.
I just think they're gonna do a bunch of title changes because like, how do you promote Baron Corbin versus The Miz in a champion?
I feel like they would have announced it already. Like if they were gonna do a swap to set up a better match, like they would have done the swap then set up the match. Like I feel like they don't usually do that.
The only swap setup right now that's possible in terms of that would be AJ and Jinder, because everybody else, their programs like,
and that's probably the least likely.
Yeah, because like The Miz is feuding with Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin's feuding with Sin Cara. Yeah,
they're not going to swap it out.
Other than that, the women too, like Alexa Bliss, maybe Mickey James, but
please,
because Mickey James is a face, but
Mickey did that program came off okay, which was kind of surprising because like I was like, you have all this talent and you exit that last like mishmash of a title program with Alexa versus everyone, and you end up with fucking Mickey James on the other side, man.
I love that match for some reason. Maybe it was Nikki's mom jean attire, but I couldn't get. It was so good.
Yeah, I saw a great tweet. It was like she's like a drunk mom going to a Dixie Chicks
concert. And I like that character more than I like Alexa Bliss right now. She's kind of boring me, sadly.
Getting a little boring. I still like Alexa. I think she's one of the better.
She is
characters. That backstage promo she cut at TLC, I thought was really dope.
I like my butt.
Yeah,
that's cute.
But and then she just transitioned into like fucking kind of mean asshole Alexa.
Ooh, I posted a nice Instagram thing for that. You know, Mickey James had her on the ropes and slapped her ass.
Yeah.
I put that on, and then I cut it with Billy Madison, where he's like, "That's assault, brother."
Within the confines of a wrestling match.
Yeah, that's fun.
But like, I don't know, man. It's like heel is weird, but less weird in this day and age.
They have 2 heel matches booked right now.
They do it sometimes, but it's like, it's not going to work that well because like you're not going to have them interact a lot. I don't think, right? You're going to have like mostly it'll be this like kind of macro feud. But like, it's not going to be like Miz and Baron Corbin cutting promos on each other.
Yeah.
Right? And like, it's going to be Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah,
and
that's all it is.
You know, and so I think like in that context you can work because it feels temporary. You know, like Ty Dillinger being a brutal heel, like, you know, by invading Raw. That's temporary. Obviously, Ty's not heel. Yeah. And he's not just like this prick who beats up regular people backstage at events. But for right now, he's a heel prick. Right?
He's attacked a nobody, and everybody else attacked like wrestlers.
Like,
vengeance for
seriously,
Stan, baby.
They chased away like the makeup people and stuff. I was like, you guys are dicks.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to work. Okay, they're doing their work. They're not wrestlers.
Yeah.
You guys are wrestlers. Like, kayfabe wise, these guys are just like people on the street. Why don't you go beat them up too? Like, fucking assholes.
Hey, you
kid,
kid, come here.
The crowd just start beating up fans.
The entire roster turned heel basically temporarily for about 20 minutes.
Yep.
Like,
no
it's the weirdest fucking thing, man.
And why did they? It's so funny. They walked from the stands, like down the ramp,
I know,
and then went up the ramp. It's like, why didn't they just go backstage?
I know.
And that was oh my god, Kurt Angle.
It's not like they can't be there. Like, they're also wrestlers.
But Kurt Angle, that was so weird when they come down and Kurt's just standing there. It's like it was almost like it was a video game, and they didn't know how to like they didn't know the proper mechanics.
Your
for it.
player has
and
lost control of the match.
Yeah, your control. But it's just like he dropped it and then he like walked out. And then when they had him like holding it,
I hated that.
He was like,
he looked like such a little bitch. Like the night before, you have Kurt Angle.
He was so scared.
You know, he's an honorary Shield member. He's in this crazy hardcore match, and then the next night he's getting walked out like he's a fucking old man out to the ring to get told what for by Shane McMahon. It was so like, dope. Decide what Kurt Angle is. Yeah. Like, for God's sakes. You can't just emasculate him like that 10 seconds after making him a badass again.
Yeah, what was he so afraid of? Like, come on, Kurt.
He just went through a war. Like, there's no way you can't tell me he's not feeling like he can take Baron Corbin or some shit.
Exactly.
Fuck. Like, destroy them.
Get out of here, man.
If you don't do business, I'll break your fucking ankle.
He just basically went out there with a broken neck and tried to kill Braun Strowman. You can't convince me that he
tried to kill Braun Strowman also
himself.
himself.
Motherfuckers off his arms. Like, come on.
Although Mojo was there and he was pretty hyped up. A hyped up Mojo was pretty scary.
That was Mojo wouldn't even scare me.
Mojo ever been, man.
Be like, shut up, man.
Mojo would kind of intimidate me because if he's that hype about hurting me, then I'm a little intimidated.
No, you know what you do though? If he's that hype and he's all hyped up, you're like, bro, you ain't that hype.
Then he'll just kill me.
No, he has an existential crisis. He's like, am I not that hype?
Am I not that hype?
I thought I was hype.
And then you kick him right in the balls. As you do with any large muscular man who tries to start a fight with you.
So I guess that was TLC,
the
Raw,
week.
SmackDown. That was the
It
week.
was the week in wrestling.
Nothing
Ultimate
pretty
Lucha Tres
crazy.
too was
Ultimate
like I
Lucha.
think last week or something, but like watch that shit. Seriously, it will remind you why you like wrestling.
Yeah.
Like it really will.
To check it
Like,
out.
It really truly will. Like this season of Lucha was a little but like definitely probably the lowest of the three. But like the end was fucking incredible. Like the stories, man, incredible.
So yeah, check that out. And then I
Yeah,
just want to
check out Lucha.
one last thing we should end on. I want to talk about is because Chris Jericho's there. Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho.
It's not happening.
Pardon?
It's not happening.
It's not going to happen on his Jericho cruise.
Maybe the cruise.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if Jericho wants
Because
to
it's
really.
ROH and
I don't know if Jericho wants to get into it that much. It's like
what do you think they're doing it for then?
maybe the cruise, but maybe just for juice for everyone.
Just for fun. Maybe if Kenny ever came to WWE, it's kind of like planted kind of thing.
I think it's to get people to buy tickets to the cruise because something may happen on the cruise, you know. But Jericho's still got his WWE bread. He's not gonna waste that shit.
To wrestle on his cruise?
I don't think that he might wrestle on the
They
cruise,
might let him.
but I don't think that he does a huge promoted match with like the number 2 guy, 3 guy in New Japan. Like Vince would be
I don't
really,
think they can afford that.
Vince would be really pissed off
He was
about that.
above him on the Okada.
Naito.
Never
Naito's
forget.
main event in
Never
Wrestle
forget.
Kingdom. Like Kenny is literally number 3 right now.
In your eyes, maybe.
Maybe he's got to see it.
He's got a belt. Yeah,
Him or and Tana's probably above him too. Like I love Kenny, but he's only been on top for like a year and a half at this point. Like Tanahashi's still.
Canadian's number one to us.
I love.
If
Kenny.
you're gonna cheer Jinder,
if I had to pick a guy,
Kenny
if
is
I was
number
at an
one for
event,
you.
I would lose my voice cheering for Kenny.
We saw that at an event. You didn't lose your voice.
I tried.
Fair enough.
The rest of the event was shit.
It was a very bad show.
It was
I got left
okay.
halfway through.
That was an okay show, and then Kenny and the Bucks were the best thing for sure.
But yeah,
Kind of forgot about that.
yeah, that was fun.
I don't think like I could see him maybe doing like a slight interaction on the cruise, but it's all just to move cruise tickets, man.
For sure.
I think Kenny's on a fast path to Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom, and I don't see any way around that. And like, the initial rumor I saw was they were trying to get Jericho for Wrestle Kingdom, which was fucking weird, man. Because like it made me think that maybe it wasn't Kenny and Ibushi, which kind of broke my heart a little bit.
You want to see Kenny and Jericho?
Not over Kenny
more
and
than
Ibushi, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they could do Kenny and Ibushi at any time.
Nope.
Kenny and Jericho when
I
It's
disagree.
like 10 years in the making.
Yeah.
Like, they
Yeah.
came up together in Japan,
And they said-
tagged together.
They said the only time they've only had one singles match, and they said that if they ever have another one, it'll have to be basically at Wrestle Kingdom, or they won't do it.
Like, they're the guy to do just
I'd rather see
no
Jericho.
Ugh, Mark. we could have both. I mean, there could be both.
No, I
like
just
if
wanna
it
see
happens
Jericho.
on the cruise, and then also we get Kenny Ibushi at
Have
at
Kenny
Wrestle
wrestle
Kingdom.
twice?
Oh, I
Wrestle
just want to see
Kingdom.
Kenny
Who gives a
Jericho.
fuck?
I'm cool with that. Anywhere. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't think Jericho will show up on Wrestle Kingdom though, because then Vince will be mad.
Yeah, it seems like that's maybe.
I think they're
Yeah.
just juicing the cruise, which we're still going to crowdfund for.
Yeah,
Dylan,
yeah.
We started that last week. We're going to
Uh-huh.
crowdfund so Dylan can go get drunk
Yeah.
with a bunch of Ring of Honor guys.
Maybe hop in the ring like I did that one time and
For sure.
that one wrestling show.
It'll be a future Jobbers episode.
Yes.
There's gonna be like no one left for you to interact with. It'll be like
You getting hepatitis on a cruise.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm
That's funny.
gonna go in the ring and try to like work an angle. And what are they gonna do? Kick me off the cruise?
Yeah.
they're gonna murder you.
They can't kick me
Dump
off
your
a cruise.
body
You're in
off
the middle of
the-
nowhere.
Do you know how many people die on cruise ships every year, buddy? You'll just disappear.
That is the easiest place to kill somebody. Where are they gonna find you?
But you guys
Seriously,
are gonna
there's
know
like
I'm there.
There's
I'm
like
gonna
a few
have shit-
dozen people that just disappear from cruise ships every year.
Yeah,
Then
but
we-
you guys will know, and you guys will know what's up. You guys know I was there. You guys know purposely that's what happened to me.
I don't know. I mean, he was gone for a week, and we just assumed he was getting married. We didn't look.
But the whole
I didn't know what
purpose
happened
is
to
you
me.
know I'm going on the cruise.
Maybe he didn't
you
make
sent
it.
me there.
Maybe he didn't make it.
I'm
It'd
gonna
probably be like
videotape.
it'd probably be like halfway through the week, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, yeah,
No,
Dylan's
but
on
I'm
that
gonna
cruise."
be video streaming and shit. Me going in the ring and stuff.
On Instagram.
How do you
I'm
know
never
we're
on
gonna watch that?
Instagram.
I'll Twitter it. I'll Periscope it. I'll do something.
Okay,
Because they're dicks.
crowdfund our cruise.
Yeah, let me go on the cruise. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah. You can hang
anyways.
out with Mojo and shit. Mojo will probably be there.
That's what I need to do. Send in with the Ring of Honor guys.
Pretty hype.
Yeah, one more. Yeah. Ugh, it'd be so hype, Mojo. Gronk would probably be there too. Fuck.
Gronk's got his own cruise, man. You just go down there and go on the sports cruise
The
circuit.
Gronk cruise.
Yeah, Gronk's got a yearly cruise. Yeah. With all
We
his
got a
brothers
party
and
bus,
shit.
too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You could party on with the Gronks on the party bus.
Yeah.
We need a party van.
Party van. That's just a.
Too far into it.
Now we're getting into like
Um,
we're getting into pardon my take, PFT,
Yeah,
comments or
really,
big
yeah.
cat stuff here.
No, yeah, that's yeah. Let's end there. That's been Kick Punch Stomp-Cast.
Late
Thanks for
October.
watching. Yeah, if you liked it, like, share, subscribe. Check out our other content. We're gonna be hitting you with some more things soon, hopefully. And
Upcoming web series, Jobbers.
yes, that should be fun, and other things if we can make them work. So go to website, Twitter, Instagram, both at Kick Punch Stomp. Check out the website, kickpunchtstomp@wordpress.com. And yeah,
You said it
that's
all.
about it.
You said it all.
Yeah,
You said it all, man.
I'm the end guy. I always end things.
I know you do.
But yeah,
Bye, everybody.
see you later.
KPS.